am starting stream. We are recording. We are live from New York. It's Saturday night. Actually, it's Thursday.
All of those
I wish it
statements
were
were
Saturday.
wrong.
I don't think any of us are in New York.
That's just a whole slew of lies you just put on the stream there, Sam.
Oh.
Well, it's good to know that we are always in no way honest with our listeners.
Fair enough.
Never
Speaking of being
honest.
completely dishonest.
Meanwhile.
Oh man, no, I can't advertise anything.
So Seb is totally not involved in selling anything to do with
Yes,
HSD.
there's nothing neat going on. Please do not go check out this Kickstarter. Those of you who have already done so, those of you who haven't should go check it out. I'm gonna drop a link. I dropped it somewhere. You'll find it eventually.
Can you drop it like it's hot?
I did.
Aw, damn it, I found him in...
You found him in the cinnamon?
No, he's doing weird creeping things on Hyrule Castle.
Oh, awkward. All right, let's make sure that this thing is all turned on over here. We got the Roll20s all turned on over there. Okay, so one of the things we may be trying out today, and we'll touch on it when we get to it, is depending on where the plot goes, we might be trying this sort of barest bone outline of this flight system. And you can find the beginnings of it in the little HSD updates channel here. For those of you who are listening in at the moment, there is not a plan to put a vehicle section or a spaceship section in the 2.0 core rulebook for sheer lack of pages, because it's cranking a high number that would make it forbiddingly expensive for something that I feel like would really want to have a larger area than it had in the previous book. So it would get its own one eventually. That may change depending on how far it goes. This is kind of far in the future. But we're going to try a little system here to just kind of see how it feels in use if we get to that point. So you can glance over it if you want to. It's in the HSD updates thing. And we'll visit it if we arrive at that point in the plot today.
Who here can pilot? Raise your hand.
Does anybody have pilot, by the way?
Yes, I do.
I actually want to point out for our entire group, there's one person who can fulfill every single role of this. Toberius is that person. The rest of us are hosed.
Oh, but I could try talking to it or something.
I could do it except for one severe problem I now have.
You have faults in all the appropriate
No, I get
things.
complications on all of it because
You can't fit the chair.
See, I don't have the complication on physical operate as a result of my surgery, but I only have one rank in it. I have no ranks in pilot, and science and engineering don't do crap for anything. So yeah.
Engineering does.
I didn't think. Does it? Let me look.
Yeah, that's right there. In engineering, it's what you do all the engineering with.
But isn't it like a Oh, it's a physical role though. I'm not really a physical person.
You've got the super push frame one.
Well, I guess we could do that. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I thought they were all digital operators.
that's all you and me are going to do.
That's all me. We're gonna do body insert and engineering. That's all we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Just add everyone else's roles constantly.
I have 2 ranks in digital operate, so I could help with the other stuff, I guess.
You can try that one. Well, you can only have one person per station. So.
Well, I'm saying I could do
engineering.
something. If he handles the engineering, I could probably go do power distribution, or weapon systems, or countermeasures.
It's also worth noting that not every ship has all these, and some ships will have different numbers of them and stuff like that. So this is all leading into hopefully what will become a fun ship system where you can customize and be like, I want a ship that has 3 engineering consoles and stuff like that, because that's how my party rolls.
Oh God, I don't know why, but I could suddenly hear in triplicate, Captain, she can't take any more.
Well, the problem is when you hear 3 people say that, and one person go, no, it's fine, keep going. It's good, we got this.
I don't know what they're on about. Power distribution's just fine, guys. Let's go.
We haven't exploded yet. Everything's fine.
We are legit. All right.
I'm not
Story time.
Story time.
Story time.
A little too excited there, Sam.
Story time.
Normal for Sam.
Shh. Story time.
This is story time. Shh. Gonna miss out on story time. We are stepping back Aiden's log 10 years ago. So way back at the beginning of it all. Roster's in. I'm not sure why I look at these things beyond just making sure I have the right people coming on board. I never really do justice to the real thing. Nevertheless, it's part of the job. 5 new faces. Lynn found 3 of them. 1 Penny Whistle, which I'm going to assume is a pulse moniker rather than something a parent would force upon their progeny. Micro, that may be interesting. Petite Micro. Concerning levels of small, actually. If we were in infiltration, I'd be more confident about that, but we're generally not. Still, if it's an asset she's learned to leverage, I could see uses for it. As a matter of professionalism, I have made concentrated effort to not make cute swoony noises when she arrives. Keel has thanked me. Tisa Whitback, who you may know from the old science show ASR used to air, she's a red flag. There's a lot of other experience here, but I see these retired stars pretty regularly out looking for new flair in their lives. And most of them, that comes with the desire to get back in the public eye again, and that's not what we're here for. We'll see. Benton Hearn, ex-IRPF with a clean record up until something they cited as an error in judgment. He's surprisingly low on the ranks for this, which tells me Lynn saw something in him. I'm watching his interviews, and I can't really... We'll see. I think I get it. She's looking at his reactions and his ability to function under pressure, and it looks like this guy may well be immune to flustering, which could be very useful. I just don't know if it's going to be at the cost of the team when he's asked to do anything particularly technical. Smith brought in the other 2. One's a bear named Drac, older guy, been with the IRPF and outfits for ages. Typical Smith hire, strong, quick, reliable track record, rank and file sort of thing. His record is the sort of glimmering you see in textbook examples. I'm not really sure why he hasn't just retired. Last one, though, Toberius, he's different stock. I was half tempted to call Smith up and double-check to make sure I'd gotten the right file, but I know he wouldn't make that sort of mistake. It's just so different from his normal hires. Toberius is a grotto inhabitant, barely out of the shell, no work experience, no settable history, so he's a personal pick. I'm taking him on Smith's word, which I'd be all right with, except that he comes with security concerns. He's got sidelong motive to inform his people about big changes in some predictive algorithm they've made. So by joining us, he's going to go into a field where he's basically never going to be allowed to do that. He's excluding himself from future progress in this equation, forever, or for at least as long as he's with us, and then he can't talk about it when he leaves. So that's a big fat blank spot in one of their supposedly limited scouts. That seems like quite a sacrifice to me. I don't know if he's really going to stick to that. Anyway, I gotta go. Keel is asking out Len, and I gotta get popcorn in a good seat. He closes that off.
Ooh, you were a pick from Smith, Toby.
God, the man I hate the most.
And he
I'm a
put you
textbook.
here with us. He brought this on you.
He brought me upon the rest of you.
He's secretly your father.
No.
He's a different species, but that doesn't matter for so much, actually.
That's kind of a gray area.
Yeah.
I thought it was the child would have been one of the parent's species.
It typically is, but they can actually hop generations.
Ooh.
Especially if they're bunnies.
Ah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, where did we leave off? Somebody remind me here.
Where we left off is Toberius was taking Drachert, the only person in the party he feels he can trust, to go chase down that lead at that building near where I went through several windows to find out about the secret message saying from his what he thinks leads to his grotto. Meanwhile, Tisa has been in a bucket recovering, and me and BB and I guess Rio are back at the hotel. We just got done having a little powwow where Toberius brought up to Drachert that, hey, I found this information that was like weird files out there on the space network when I was looking up your family, and we kind of got Toberius kind of got Drachert those newer pictures of his grandchildren. So, and I think that's mostly where we left off.
Mm-hmm. And there was discussion about, hijacking the ship for...
Yeah, there was discussion about committing further crimes and instigating a war.
large acts of violence.
Yeah, it was basically...
is trying to
we suspect
secure us
these
on board a
people.
ship.
Apparently suspicion leads to destroy their ship.
Okay. The next thing you find out, there are several different dings that take place at one. One is the ding Tisa's done as the bucket that she's in opens up. Yeah, you actually had her inside a rice cooker. It just kind of goes. And you know, there might be some elegant reveal, or she might just kind of slurp out and be like, "The fuck did I do last night?" She just ooze out.
Yeah, it just oozes out.
I just like to see something that starts as like a drip, and then it just starts swoosh.
What happens is like there's this elegant opening as the thing opens up, and you know you go to look into it, and the fog clears, and there's like nice pork buns, and then the bottom just drops out, and she falls at the bottom of it.
Nice.
Bottom of the thing.
Okay, so back.
So that happens. You also get a little email indicating that an appointment has been made for you guys to come tour the ship that you were supposedly going to be protecting at some point, because you were going to be, or the tour is for tomorrow. The protecting was going to be like as needed sort of thing, but they want you to be familiar with the vessel and stuff like that before you take that task on. There was another ding as no, I think that was all the dings for now. No, there's the donut ding. That happens. I'm not sure what a donut ding.
Oh, and I also have to do a
it
segment at some point where Smith wants me to stand around in the presence of my not quite dead progeny.
Right, that was another ding. Okay,
ding.
so you'll get a little email saying, hey, you know, we got this set up when you're ready to step into the morgue. So that'll be a deal.
Yeah. Sweet.
And Toberius and Drac had gone off to look for messages. Okay, so Toberius, you will arrive at the place where you thought you saw something, and can begin searching for clues. Why don't you do a mind perceive and protocol? And how many levels in your background do you have? Is it all the way up?
Yeah, +3 now.
Okay, yeah, so just add the 3 to it then.
Okay, so give me one moment while I tabulate this mess of a... Okay, mind exert is going to
It's perceive. Do perceive. You're trying to find stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I misstated. 3D protocol. 12 plus 2 plus 3 equals 5. And this is simplified. So 997.
Why is it +5? Oh, you had protocol and you added the thing to it. Sorry, my bad. My error there. I didn't mean to have you do the protocol too. So we're gonna do +3.
Okay.
So 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so not quite there. You can have Drac see, because you're looking for specifics. He can just see if there's anything out of the ordinary. We'll see if your roll's really high. Drac, do a body perceive and search. Are you simplified on that?
No.
Okay. So no, with the 789 I got something. Okay, but it's not quite high enough. Okay, so you're fairly certain that you're in the right area, but on your initial scan of like the first, what's it?
Tired and 11.
Yeah, you got a 789 there. The 9 gets canceled by the 1. The highest one gets canceled there by the 1 there.
I thought that didn't happen on. Oh, wait, no, it does happen on skill checks.
Yeah, he doesn't have simplify.
11 and 8.
Yeah, you have an 11 and a 9 there, right?
Yeah, 11
and
a
11.
9.
The 11 gets canceled. The 9 isn't high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it cancels the high one.
It always does that.
So looking around, you don't really notice anything particularly out of the ordinary. Tiberius, you're fairly certain that you're in the right zone, but whatever it is, it's pretty well hidden. So you're going to be trudging around for a little while trying to find it if you decide to stay, or you can kind of scan other areas.
I'm going to keep looking because it's possible that it may move.
What are you going to tell Drac? Your first scan here is going to take about 30-40 minutes while you're kind of looking around.
Drachert?
Yes.
What we're looking for, and if you spot it, do you know what pi is aside from the food?
Use the mathematical thing for finding radius on circle, yes.
Yes. You're going to be looking for the first you're going to look for pi out to the third digit, and it's going to be a solid number. You'd be surprised. It's not going to be obvious though. Look at bricks, see if you find something weird, count around them, look at stuff in the roadway. It's going to be a lot of symbology. It's not going to be straight numerical information.
Okay.
So patterns of the stuff.
Yeah, it's just I happen to know what I'm looking for, so I already have pattern recognition going.
So do at this point, after you've been searching for a little while on your first one, you will get that email saying that you've got basically an appointment in the morning. And if somebody wants to inform them that Tisa's awake, that will arrive as well.
Yeah, I'll send them a message saying.
Do I awaken around anyone?
Yeah, you're in the same area with Penny and I think
BB.
BB's there too.
Yeah, it's me and BB.
I think Rio was off doing other stuff.
Oh, good. Rio's gone. I like it when Rio's gone. I'm a happier
Why you gotta
person.
do that?
Tisa will be inquiring about what's happened while she was out to Penny.
Well, I'll don't want to interrupt them.
No, go on.
Oh, well,
I think we have to flip the scene
I
over
didn't
to
want
you.
to flip. I didn't want to flip scene
Yeah.
from them. So.
Okay.
How long have I been in there?
About 5 hours? No, wait, maybe 6? Yeah, 6 hours? No, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't really there when you went in.
BB, darling, do you know? I remember feeling very fuzzy after backing up those bodies.
BB?
Oh god, BB. BB's
Okay.
unconscious.
BB's gone.
Maybe.
Just had that
Sorry
minute.
there.
There you
I think I might need a refill of my coffee.
Do you know how long I've been out, BB?
A while. I think that you were fighting somebody on the roof, and then you weren't.
Yes, had a
So that
marvelous
was like a day ago, maybe.
day. Okay. I had a marvelous, what I would call a spiritual experience if I was gullible. Probably just random memory access. And Penny, you are in fact alive.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult to concentrate because at the moment there is this like strange multi-arm creature that is.
But I will
she's
point out, as
pulling her
terrifying as he is doing what?
It looks like he's physically manipulating her. Like the body is moving and stuff, but there's no variance in her speech as she's talking. And
I look like I'm having a really hard time right now.
Are you okay, darling?
I really wish I could talk to you guys about stuff.
Penny, yeah, you can always talk to me about something.
No, I can't, because you'll shoot me up with sedatives.
Darling, I would not do anything without your permission. If you wanted something to help, I would give it to you, but otherwise I'm just a ear to listen.
Oh god!
For when her head is separated from her body.
You can definitely tell us.
Okay, so you know how there's like this thing that I told you about?
Yes.
Yeah, we talk a lot more now, and he's playing with your head like it's silly putty.
Tisa looks briefly up, which for her is a shifting of eyes towards.
Oh, that fucked up all kinds
Oh!
of vision. No, that's like the eyes are going down. It's kind of like you're clipping through the bottom of the head there.
Oh, don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh, don't. Oh.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm going to ask
I'm
something.
sorry I've been lying to you guys lately.
You've been lying?
Yeah. A lot.
About what?
Tisa, is going to sloop closer and sort of lower her form.
I don't really want you closer to me right now while this is
That's
going on.
That's-
Kind of hiding behind BB for right now.
If you move away, she does stop.
It's gonna go
Does lower.
by BB.
She does lower herself down because I'm sure me and Benton here will happily listen to you, dear. No judgment.
You remember when I said I went for a ride and then the car broke?
Mm-hmm.
The car didn't break. I walked all night.
Oh, darling, why didn't you call one of us for help?
I couldn't because time was stopped. And if I tried to tell you that the next day, you would have thought I was crazy. But there was... And I wasn't tired. It was terrible and scary and amazing and beautiful. And Rio's got one of these things hooked to her.
Tisa pauses for a moment and seems to be pondering something. Goes, okay, Penisia, I can't say that I'm 100% convinced because, you know, it's a lot to take in. But I am...
He threw me through the building to save you.
Yes, that is why I am listening a bit more now. I saw the whole and the fact we had to try and find you, which I'm glad we did, apparently.
I was fine, the other guy wasn't, but, and then I asked him kind of covertly to give the body back in the elevator. I'm sorry about that, BB. I didn't realize he was gonna give it to us right there.
If you don't want me to, that's fine. But would you mind if I have a word with Aiden and Keel?
I'm not allowed to talk. I'm not allowed to talk to Aiden and Keel. They told me I'm not. They told me I'm not supposed to.
Who told you?
Smith said I'm not supposed to tell Aiden and Keel.
Did he say why?
He said that they're not on board, or something like that.
They're not.
And
And
Tisa, the thing is that I'm scared, and I'm excited, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and I feel really alone.
I'm scare-roused. It's the best kind.
She is. She really is scare-roused right now. She goes, but
is your friend here right now?
yeah. He, after the last thing that happened, I can see him almost all the time now. He's like, I could draw you a picture. He's right over there. I mean, well, he looks like he's right over there, but he's really not right over there because he told me he's not right over there. And he also keeps saying that he keeps asking me, "Are you okay with your body? Are you okay with your body? Is there something wrong with my body?"
Not that. Are you able to talk to him now?
I probably could, but I don't really want to bother him if he's busy because he seems like he's really into you right now. Like, fancy.
Oh, hi there.
As Tisa is like moving back and forth in a way, it kind of seems like there are depressions in the ground that you can't necessarily see from where her body is.
Uh-huh.
And he'll tilt hands like he's moving an hourglass around, and it will sort of pour into the shapes. So there's like this weird string that's connecting the body that is associating with you with the body that he's associating with.
What are you doing to her?
This entity is different.
What do you mean this entity's different?
I'm unable to modify it.
You can't modify her?
I cannot find individual definition.
Trying to glance around.
What you're finding there, visitor, is you see she had a type of technology we had. It's these nanites. They're little tiny robots that mend and repair the skin. But if you push it too far, the individual tiny machines will actually devour the entire body. And she realizes she's starting to stutter again, and she starts to shake it off. And she's like, "But what happens is it devours the body, and then that thing becomes a new whole that is kind of previously that person, but not because we don't know how that person's soul interacts with that. Souls are really weird. I don't really, yeah, you know how like when you take my soul out of my body and throw it up on the ceiling? I don't know if she has one of those. Yeah.
It would appear she has a great many.
Oh, she has a lot of them.
He takes a piece of it and goes, each of these individual components appear to be the entire component.
Yeah,
I wonder if it dies.
No, don't do that.
Does he want coffee or donuts or anything? I don't want to be rude.
Ask him to reveal himself to us?
I don't. So, visitor, my friends wanted to know if you wanted to say hi, and if you wanted coffee or donuts.
No, we're not asking if that's what he wants. We're asking if he
BB,
will.
I'm not going to be rude to BB. BB wanted to know.
What? BB?
And there's no reason not to be completely, totally cordial to the giant space god monster thing.
Perhaps we should
might
try and
be a
use some
bit
very
low on
specific
jelly.
phrasing here.
Yeah, we're low on jelly donuts, but he just killed one of your nanites. I don't know how that does that for you.
It's a little hard to notice, to be frank.
Okay. Well, anyway, he's really kind of enamored with the fact that he can't tell why he can't edit you.
Well, I would be pleased to answer any questions he have if he would reveal himself.
I don't know if he can communicate with you unless he can edit you.
This form is not compatible with that degree of communication.
He says
I
he's not.
believe it would be dangerous.
He says if he tried to communicate with you, it would be extremely dangerous.
Oh, danger's the entire field.
No. I'm already on a death sentence here. Smith already told me that he's going to kill me. And she's kind of
Smith has lied to
gesturing.
me as well. So
I haven't said Smith is lying. I
no, I am assuming this based on his interaction with me when I inquired about you, and his warning to not talk to Eden and Kill about it. That's very peculiar.
I can completely believe that I'm on death row here. I
believe
Wow.
I have concocted an acceptable experiment that will resolve this issue. And then he vanishes.
Oh no! Don't do that. Oh.
What dear? What am I doing?
You're not. No. He just said I believe I have concocted an acceptable experiment to resolve this, and then he left.
In the meantime, back on the other side of the town, Toby roll again.
Suddenly, Drac and Toberius cease to exist.
Yay!
And then Drac, you can roll the same thing as Toby if you want, or you can go back to the previous roll you were doing, depending on how you want to look. If you're looking for the patterns, if you're just looking for weirdness.
Weirdness in general is probably my better one because it'll let me use search, and because I don't have any ranks in protocol and I don't have any ranks in.
It's going to be mine now because you're looking for the specific thing. So mind, perceive, and search. Tiberius, you can look for mind, perceive, and use your +3.
Do I get my boon and my simplify, or?
No, it's not you don't get one on. It's not a search check. You're doing specifically your grotto thing.
Okay.
So mind, perceive, and that.
And in my case, I am using the boon thing. The dice are being
To be fair, though, that's still a success.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's a 10 and an 8.
It's one. No,
And
it's
yours
an 8.
is way more specialized than what Draco
No,
is.
it's not. I don't get my boon or simplify.
No, I'm
Depends
saying.
on
The 5 still becomes an 8.
Yeah.
The 1 just cancels the 7.
Yeah, but the thing is what I'm saying is you're not getting to roll a normal skill thing, so I would hope that the target number is lower.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
because you're
hoping.
looking for your grotto, so
Yeah.
it's not as high as Drag, just kind of looking for weirdness. So you are able to find something that you think, or you're a little shaky on it, but you think you may have found some designation. It's not a whole lot of information unto itself, but it seems to be indicating a direction to go that might have something more to look for.
Okay.
So you have a trail. It's leading you a little bit further into the city.
Hey, Drac. I got a Rosetta. Come on.
Okay, that's cool.
You guys continuing on foot? You don't exactly know how far it is you're going. You're just looking for kind of following the pattern.
Well, they probably wouldn't have us going fast to find this.
So you're going forward. Okay, do another one to see if you can find the next one. Cool. Keep it up there. All right, now that Drac has seen what it is you're looking for, he's spotting apparently better than before. But both of you managed to pick up on the next part that's going in there that leads you down into a kind of side area in one of the buildings. And there is a basically loose brick. It's not necessarily actually masonry, but there's a little pop out in the wall that looks like it could be manipulated.
Okay, I'm going to tap on the brick.
It doesn't do anything digital or anything. It just sort of wiggles.
No, that's why I said I'm tapping the brick in
Yeah.
case there's a pressure sensor underneath it.
It doesn't seem to.
Okay, I'm going to pull the brick out.
Okay. Behind that is a very low tech, very scrawled message essentially. That is a series of numbers, but you can translate it pretty easily because it's familiar to you.
Okay.
And they appear to be coordinates.
All right, I am committing that to memory,
Okay.
and I am replacing the brick.
Yep. Put it back there.
Where
If
am I?
do you have eidetic memory or anything?
Not so much, but
Okay, so I will make you do a check to remember these exact digits. So if you want to write them down to avoid that, it's up to you if you want to have real numbers or not.
well, I could say I take a picture.
Yeah, it's just if you're trying to avoid physical evidence, then commit it to memory. But not having any kind of special ability to do that, you will have to make a check to recall it.
I could have eidetic memoried it for you.
You're a little weird at the moment.
I'm a little at the. Oh, never mind.
So,
I
You're always a
dispute
little.
a few parts of that sentence. For instance, at the moment, a little.
I
Okay,
did.
so-
I dropped the at the moment. I just said I'm just a little. Oh.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it.
so you'll Snapchat that. It immediately posts out to everything. No, okay. So you take a picture.
It's everywhere.
It's all over. You take a picture and put the brick back. That
Svnt
appears
gets
to be
it.
everything that is in this particular area at the moment.
And I'm going to try and cross-reference the coordinates.
It is on the planet, but it is a ways away. You would have to probably charter a flight if you wanted to get there in any kind of normal degree of time, because it would take days to drive to. It's like other side of the country kind of thing.
All right. Well, Drax, I found the information I was looking for. Let's head back.
Okie doke. I'm assuming next point is further out than needed.
Oh, yeah. This is like weird out there. Just wondering why they're so far out.
Trying to make sure someone else doesn't find them.
Now, does this coordinate with a city, or is it just...
It is. I mean, so the planet's pretty well populated. There's something within a distance of it, but it doesn't seem to coordinate with anything particularly specific.
Okay. All right. Well, let's head back.
Okie dokie.
You guys will be heading back. Right about then, there will be a heavy knock on Penny's door, basically, and Elaine Penny's door.
On my little
Store
door or on the
console,
bigger door?
Not the large door. You're out in the big room right now, so it's not in the little door.
I'll go over, open the door.
The thump. There is a massive figure of a canine in the door frame. He's probably 6.5 feet tall, with like large kind of pugilist build, like old strongman.
Does he have a moustache?
He has the most glorious of mustaches.
Oh my god.
And yes, fist like mammoth. He's also stark nude. And he looks down on you and says, "I am Reginald. I am Reginald Dog."
Leaning in close.
I think you have the wrong room.
I was
Hi there.
created.
Key door. Oh no, did we lose Zev?
No, he's here. He's just standing there looking down, like you should be expecting to do something.
Can I help you, sir?
Likely so.
Hello.
Come in. You're naked, and that's
No,
a problem.
I'd make the zip joke, but
Penny did. Oh.
not wearing pants.
Are you lost? She says, talking like she's talking to a fucking, lost mental patient.
Would you like my coat?
I find
yeah,
your coat
maybe-
appealing. It has more armholes than are required.
Yeah, here, BB, get him some coffee and donuts, maybe. Are you hungry?
Absolutely.
I'm going to call the local progenitors hospital, see if they've lost any of their
Okay,
patients.
yeah, that's probably a good plan. Here, sit down over here. Here's a blanket. Cover your shame.
Unnecessary. I am unashamed.
I have no shame.
Oh, don't worry. The rest of
But
us
he will
be
sit down on
for
the
you.
couch and take the coffee.
Beep, beep,
Okay.
boop, call progenitors.
Okay, so,
This is warm.
yeah.
Well, I hope so. It's fairly recent.
Yeah,
in May.
it's pretty fresh. It's okay. I mean, BB's usually really good at making coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee. Can I are you? How did you get here?
I was created.
By
Yes,
what?
miss-
Or who?
It seems possible. It did not tell me its name. I am here to serve as emissary.
Oh.
Glancing
Congratulations.
over.
I am
hanging up
holding
on
my
the
hands
wall.
up. I have no idea.
I do.
I think everyone else does.
Yeah, I think out of character. I think we've all
Out of character.
Oh, yeah.
In character, Penny has no fucking clue.
Tisa's gonna wander back over and.
It has
do you
decided
mind-
that your reports of secondhand observations are inadequate, so it created an entity capable of observing for it. I am here to experience your reality. I
She's
will
gonna-
begin.
Oh,
the
good! You
coffee.
can take over that. I'm done now. All right. Here, let's just give you some credits. We'll just send you out into the world. Have a good time.
Tisa is going to have a very rare look, which is a somewhat jovial look as she glances down at Penny and go, Penny dear, your delusions are becoming far too real.
Penny's gonna look over at her and sag her shoulders and goes, "I'll just be in my little house."
Okay, do call for me if you need me.
Uh-huh.
What was
That
it?
is a petite resident.
Yes, she's a petite person.
Appropriate.
Was it Reginald?
Correct.
Would you mind if I took a couple of samples from you?
Certainly.
Certainly you mind, or certainly you don't mind?
Certainly.
I'm going to take a couple of samples. Just a little bit of tissue, a little bit of
Oh.
saliva.
Nice to
Yes.
meet you, by the way.
You appear to be in my mouth.
Yeah, yes. I'm just taking a little bit of your spittle, as it were.
There was coffee in there.
That's okay. That's fine. Although you have spilled a little down yourself, I notice.
I'll
just
get
clean
you
that up.
something to clean up.
Thank you, BB.
It is no longer warm.
Oh, I'll get you a refill too.
That
Okay,
is
and-
unnecessary. I have consumed enough of the coffee.
And I'm going to use my new O&R thing to...
Actually, nothing weird pops up about it at all. Seems like
there's
perfectly
no
normal dog.
discrepancy or anything,
What's that?
genetically. There's no like, hey, this tissue's only a few days old or anything.
You would probably have to get a little bit more labby on it than that. If you want to do a check
Okay.
to dig into it.
Yeah,
to
I'd
dig-
like
I'll
to
be
have
back
a
in a
check.
few moments.
Okay. True.
I was gonna say a few days is awful fucking generous.
You know what I mean. Okay. I gotta open my file. Do you want this on the O&R or do you want this just in general?
yeah, it's through the
Wait, you can actually use an ONR? I thought you couldn't wear it.
No, she's-
The
you-
ODD.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's got
okay,
the
ODD.
track
Because I was like sitting there
Yeah.
going, wait, the ONR? I wear the ONR.
Yeah,
You can't
so
wear
do
clothes.
I think it's mind exert in science or something.
I am Zev while I'm in my little house. I'm going to have, because Penny's really good at fast measurements. I'm going to order and have the local buy spot, whatever thing at Pulse, print out an actual set of clothes for that man, and I'll take money out for me.
I have discovered that it's very silly for me to have the honor because I am better at just sciencing myself.
So I am purchasing clothing for that person.
You can just you could just use your own stuff. It just gives you data. So yeah,
I'll do my own science.
Okay.
It's not like we need that android to help.
Okay, that's a little better.
Right.
So if she goes back in, this will probably take a bit longer.
So there's nothing there that's really throwing red flags as to like, this is some kind of monster or something, but it is a very fresh thing. It's difficult to get an exact date on it.
Someone who was just printed.
Yeah, it doesn't have any kind of manufacturer number or anything though. There's nothing. There's no striations. It's not indicative of somebody who just came out of any particular tank. There's no chemicals on it that indicate any kind of growth fluid or accelerant. There's nothing in the bloodstream that indicates some kind of accelerant. It's sort of like somebody just showed up out of nowhere. And the weird thing is, you can't pull his genes apart to figure out which chromosomes were donated from where. It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg thing. It was this guy. There wasn't something that came before it. It was just this guy.
There's no parent.
There was no parents.
Okay, make a note. Either Penny's illusions are quite real, or perhaps her manifestation implant is misfiring. Okay.
I believe I am designed to last longer.
Longer?
The previous manifestations decayed immediately when they were no longer needed. My mission has a longer duration.
So you are one of her manifestations?
Yes. Wait. He seems to ponder for a second.
Get him a room for a few days?
I think we'll just keep this on the down low for a bit, BB.
An additional room is not required. I will inhabit this one.
Perhaps go and ask if they can bring up a separate cot.
Okay.
Don't tell them who it's for, though. Say Jack doesn't have enough.
About this time, I'm going to open up my little door to my little apartment thing, and I'm going to just yell.
The small one has returned.
I have ordered clothes for that.
Unnecessary. I am no longer cold. The coffee has warmed me.
Customs in the area dictate you cover your regions.
I seek emotional stimulation. This seemed the most prompt way to achieve that goal.
Aww, you must experience. Oh, Penny's gets this little wibble look on her face, like this is the sweetest, cutest thing she's ever seen. And
I was correct. However, this response was not expected.
Penny, don't get attached to the possible manifestation, darling.
So cute, and I don't want it to go away.
I'm back.
Insert another joke about opening his fly.
Everything leaves. Oh.
Who did we hand the Penny, darling? Oh, maybe you didn't know. BB's gone to get caught.
What's the question? Oh shit! Don't tell. We gotta keep him away from Rio.
Okay, we're keeping him away from Rio. Who did we hand the?
No, you don't understand. Rio's very bad in this.
What about now?
Shit.
The other two will show up, as will Rio.
Oh fuck. No, okay, so you're gonna hear. You absolutely cannot let Rio find out about this guy. As you guys come in the room.
It's just Drac and Drac and
Toberius
will show up, having returned from their trip. So you guys will arrive at the home and presumably come inside because I think you have keyage to it. And there is Penny, kind of wibbling on the edge of her little baby house, and Tisa is like cautiously using the not tricorder because she doesn't want to get sued. BB is apparently missing, and there is a 1920s strongman dog sitting pertly on the couch with a coffee stain on his front and not much else.
What color dog is he?
New one.
You have made no friend.
We need to go over things at some point.
Penny, were you?
It is unlikely you could go over much.
Yes, this is Reginald.
Closing my door again, going back in my little house.
Oh,
He seems-
welcome back to the world of the living, Tisa.
Oh, yes, a little bit of rejuvenation is just what I needed.
But
Penny does seem to
answer
have
me
a very
this.
nice imagination.
Answer me this real quick. Why did you and Penny feel the need to hire a male stripper?
Not quite the case. It would be delightful if so, but
Will he be arriving soon?
no, they're confusing for a male stripper because of your nudity.
Ah, that would require clothing. Ding! The clothes arrive right about then. I see. The confusion makes sense now.
Wait,
Yes,
did the clothes just appear?
Well, no, they just showed up at the door because she ordered them. It's
I
you know,
ordered
it was
Well, I was
clothing.
going to say, if they just kind of went poof on him, Toberius would have been like, oh!
Nah, this
Matter
shows up
from
on the back of the
nothing.
front.
Did you grab those, Drachert, dear?
Drac, can you help it? Okay, I'm coming outside and I'm closing the door and I'm going to Drac, can you help him get dressed maybe? I don't know if he knows. Do you know how to get dressed?
I am capable of clothing myself.
Okay, good. Then put clothes on. Okay, put
I
clothes
still
on.
have not achieved the emotional response I expected.
What kind of emotional response do you want? Oh, you know what? Come here. I'm just going to go over and give him a big hug.
This will do. puts the shirt back on.
Actually, I probably should have waited for you to put clothes on to give you a hug, but oh well.
So,
Not that it
fun
matters.
fact about our friend here. I would say that this was a freshly printed, she looks for the right word, replacement for someone or some such, a transmat, a clone, whatever you please. Except he has no corporation markings, he has no, residues of any fluid that would be involved in the process. He has nothing to suggest the fact other than his tissue is very, very new.
I believe it is entirely likely that I am not one of the things you previously mentioned.
But Visitor did say he was making something to try to help communicate with you. Maybe this is what it was.
Is that what he said?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, he said he was trying to work on the whole. Remember he thought he had an experiment that would be interesting to
Penny,
solve that problem.
I couldn't hear him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think that. Oh, I'm just so messed up.
The small one is flustered. I find this enjoyable.
Oh.
Well, that's fine. Drachert, Toberius, we may have a transcendent entity hanging around us bothering Penny.
Where?
What? No, it's no. I already told you guys about Visitor coming, the Nephilim guy, the Nephilim thing. But the thing is, what I needed to tell you guys is that Rio has one, and Rio isn't right, and that's why I freaked out about Rio, and I've been waiting for a chance to tell you guys.
Does Rio know?
I'm pretty sure Rio knows because Rio's been looking at me like she's gonna kill me.
Okay.
Haven't you noticed the tension between the two of us?
Penny, do you trust me to make inquiries?
Yeah, sure, do whatever.
And darling, she leans down. I do believe you, okay?
Okay, it's just, yeah. So, Reggie, what emotional responses are you trying to figure out?
He at the moment he's fiddling with the clothing.
Directions.
I am still deciding. They're new to me.
Okay, well,
What is this? He's pointing to the button on the cuff.
okay, well, you see, you hook that through, like, here, I'm just gonna scamper up and I'll fix it. Like that. Goes through, okay?
Why would I wish to do that?
Because it's more secure that way so it doesn't slide down your arm.
It is unlikely that it would slide down these arms.
Yes, it's also kind of decorative.
There are shoulders at the end of these arms. It would not fit.
Okay, I'm gonna unbutton it, and then I'm gonna yank it one side and go, see? It comes this way, if it's free.
It has not moved much.
No, but it is irritating if it moves, so you secure it.
I see.
Okay?
Shall I secure the other one?
Yes. Can you do that?
This symmetry is pleasing.
Yes, it is good.
Why do I not possess two of everything?
Some things you only need one of.
Tisa looks happier than she has in a long time.
I find this unlikely.
Anyway, so most likely Reginald here is our little mouthpiece of the Nephilim that I've been talking to. So from now on, you guys can talk to him.
Negative. While I appreciate your conversation, I am incapable of relaying messages between myself and my creator.
Well, then what's... I thought...
It is a very good question. I think perhaps his experiment was flawed.
Oh.
He's meant to go into a wormhole and say bread every once in a while.
Well, you can stay with us, I guess, for now. Guys, don't let Smith tear him apart, please!
We're not going to tell Smith about this. I'm going to take a leaf out of Toberius' book. She looks over at Toberius and says,
Why does Toberius' book possess leaves?
It's a figure of speech, darling.
Funny.
Why would
Yes.
speech have a figure?
It's quite funny. But yes, I think we should avoid communicating too much to Smith currently.
Well, I
He's
have
probably
to.
a good
He's gonna
idea.
expect regular reports from me.
I will
Lydia,
present the
do
report.
what all of us professionals do when filling in reports at off time and we don't have enough information. Lie.
Penny has this really confused look on her face. You mean falsified data?
Yes, all the time.
You mean that
constantly.
thing I did to you guys and I've been feeling horrible for?
Yes.
What?
It's a good survival skill, darling.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry, Toberius, I've been lying to you guys.
Now, I'm going
like
to
a
give
lot.
Aiden and kill a call.
Ooh, good luck with that.
Why am I concerned suddenly?
Well, you see, I didn't think anybody would believe me about the Nephilim talking to me because everybody kept giving me these weird looks. So I just kind of just have been glossing over. And you know how I went through the roof and the windows and that other building and all that stuff? That's because I asked him for help because he told me that Tisa was in trouble. And that Tisa was gonna get killed, and he knew I didn't want Tisa to get killed, or it didn't want. Anyway, so it kind of volleyball punted me through to save Tisa. Didn't appreciate
That's
it,
it.
but I mean,
That
I
is-
lived.
Interesting interpretation
Kinda.
to protect.
Well, I'm actually just surprised it offered to help at all, because I mean, why would it offer to help? I'm still not really sure why it offered to help.
Because he's a good person. All good people do that.
She kind of looks over at Drac like he's the one person that understands how she's feeling right now. This is what I'm conflicted with, because I'm being told by Smith that basically what this thing does is going to keep tearing me apart over and over and over and over again until there's a mess left that nothing can bring me back, and then I'm going to just be dead and gone.
That is a worrying thing.
Yeah.
Do not worry. I am now here to take that role.
I don't want you to get
I
torn
don't-
apart.
No, I meant that role. He
What?
takes the role from the collection of biscuits that were on the top.
Oh, okay.
Toberius looks over at Reginald, looks back
However,
and looks
on
at
the topic
Reginald.
of this conversation, I believe that the entity is unaware of what values are required in order to interact with your world. I was likely created to stopgap that issue.
Okay.
I am not capable of producing things outside of the normal realm of your reality.
Okay. Well, so can we please keep him, please? I'm gonna give the saddest look
This
at
is
everybody else.
delicious.
Yes, we're
Toberius
going to be
actually,
keeping him for a bit.
I never got to have a pet.
one of Toberius' ears actually perks up over at Reginald's statement of him not being able to produce things outside of the normal reality. Looks over at Reginald and goes, well, that puts you one step closer to normal than Penny. Sorry, Penny. Monsters.
Oh.
Arr.
Tisa's actually shooting the dirty look at Toberius.
Penny's shoulders sag.
But that's kind of why I like you, Penny. You're not normal.
I am detecting
is
hostility. Shall I disrobe again?
Yes, please do that.
No!
Proceeds to do that.
Tisa does not object. Quite pointedly so.
Penny just doesn't have to do any browsing on her toggle tonight. She's got mental images now.
That gives it a curt nod.
This is continually producing interesting reactions. However, they are not in line with what I expected.
What were you expecting?
We'll try again at another
To be
time.
fair, not many things about getting naked, though.
It is difficult to remove the shirt now that the small button is connected.
So do you open the small button first?
This appears to be a series of extra steps for something that was only a minor inconvenience.
Yes, I've never liked those old-fashioned style shirts myself.
I have concocted a solution. He rips the sleeves off.
Ooh.
Actually,
Not
that's
a
Giant
cheap
puffy
shirt.
sleeves underneath.
Also, why the hell
actually
did he have to
stops.
make you so freaking tall?
Penny.
Drac
Just
looks
from
pointedly
looking at
down
him, he
towards
is
Reginald and then
mathematically
back to
proper.
Penny.
What do you mean he's mathematically proper? He's like 6'5".
He's going to look back and forth from Drac to Penny to Drac again, and then he's going to huff and go, "Huh, that is funny."
Yes, it is.
What did I just miss?
It's just you're complaining about his height when Drac was the Titan next to you.
And Drac's actually over there just looking at him. Just
And I'm just gonna look
over.
over between BB and Drac and go, I blame the two of you influence over the data that he's been collecting lately.
I am naturally a tall person.
Uh-huh.
Tisa is going to put a call out to Aiden and Kill.
Okay, I got to figure out more or less where they are because we've been doing a lot over a short period of time, so I think they may still be away. You guys have been here for what, 3 days now?
I thought we'd been here almost like a bit more than that.
We
like
did a lot of stakeout in that building.
Yeah.
The stakeout was a day in the building, so
Oh.
like a day
I
and
thought
a
it was
night.
2 days.
I don't think so.
No.
No, I thought it
it
was.
was a
I
day.
thought it was like a 3-day siege that we had to sit through.
That was how long the span was, but it didn't
Oh.
take
But
3
well, it
days to
took
get
20.
there.
It was 20 hours before it started when we first got it, and then we went through a whole day, so it's at least 2 days there.
And there
So
was
then-
a day
and then
before it where you did taking a day and a night, so
Yeah.
like 3, and
Yeah.
then today you're
That's
getting
like
it back
4.
to about 4.
Yeah, and then there was the thing before that where we did the.
They
people
were
dying.
transferring, so they're still they're still a couple days out.
Yeah.
But you can probably get a message to them without.
Yeah, a couple of days shouldn't be too much signal lag,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you can get it back to them, and it's going to make talking difficult, but they'll probably get it pretty quick.
It's like a Skype conversation with your grandparents.
Yeah.
But honey, how do we get this thing to talk?
Yeah. Tisa, we haven't seen what's going on. Are you guys? Are you holding up okay? Did you meet up with Rio?
Yes, we've met up with Rio, done a successful little op, sort of, following some leads and job, but got a more pressing issue.
Yeah.
Do you know much about Nephilim?
Well, yeah. I mean, if anybody does, why?
We may be dealing with a couple of them.
Is it Rio?
Rio for one, supposedly, and Penny may be being stalked by one. And we may have a manifestation of its will here.
Hello, they're speaking of me.
Yes, the quite handsome one
No,
over
no,
there.
no,
She
no, no!
turns.
Come on, Reginald! Not, don't horn in on her conversation, sweetie. Come over
The
here.
assertion is incorrect. I possess no horns.
I know. I mean, it's a figure of speech. Ha ha ha! See?
You called it visitor, right, Penny dear?
Yeah, a visitor. That's what
Yes.
what Smith called it.
Oh, shit.
I know company hierarchy and all that, but we're trying to keep this on down low from Smith, so I thought, well, you've got a fake trust with you too.
Does he? He already knows about it.
Penny, does he already know about it?
Know about what?
Visitor?
Well, I've been giving reports the entire time. He told me to stop talking to Aiden and Keel. I'm yelling off camera, by the way. He
yes,
said, I've
yes.
been told to not talk to Aiden and Keel. Why do you think I haven't sent them any reports in like a week?
Why haven't you sent us any reports? We needed to know about this.
1 second, this is very vexing to have projected from myself. I'm going to put you up on the wall.
I'm not supposed to talk to Aiden and Keel.
And she shifts the conversation up onto the wall and touches it.
All right, Penny, we really needed to know about this, like right away. What do you?
I
Didn't
got
tell us?
told by my handler that you guys weren't supposed to be clued in because of the business stuff. I sent you the initial report about it. The same thing I sent to Smith, and you never said shit.
You never received shit. Oh, he must have taken it.
I sent you guys that. You guys never said anything. I figured just corporate hierarchy decided you guys couldn't be involved or something like that, and I've been letting it go. By the way, Rio has a scary thing attached to her.
All right. Did Rio say anything?
Rio's been giving me this evil eye, like she can tell something's wrong with me.
Okay.
And Visitor told me that I probably shouldn't talk to her about it because I will probably die.
No, but we're gonna need to sever contact between you and her. This was supposed to. I thought this had resolved itself a while ago.
She doesn't look right.
Does she have you on right now?
She doesn't look right. She doesn't look like a person anymore. I don't know how you guys see her, but I don't see her. I don't know what you guys see.
Tisa, how does she look?
It's this bright and glowy, and it's like it's almost like a thought if it was in form.
Does it look like that to any of the rest of you?
No, she looks quite normal to me.
Aside from being very brightly colored.
I will say, as far as colors go, yeah.
Also,
right,
she seemed really intent on billing you.
What is the least of our concerns? What you're talking to Aiden right now, by the way, because I did mention that earlier.
Yeah.
They probably also haven't
Keel is there, but he's sort of in the background, like listening. Seems mildly concerned, but is not speaking at the moment.
They haven't seen him up to that point either. They probably just realized when
Listen,
Drac
we just accepted a contract thing that she told us to do to investigate some bad guys, and we're supposed to do a thing with a ship. And I got to get down to go see Smith here in a bit because he needs me to go stand in a morgue with a bunch of my summons that haven't been proper summons lately because I've been summoning myself, and it's really awkward.
Wait a second. Okay, so what is the assignment for? What is she got you doing?
I'd quite like to know that as well.
She wants to just infiltrate some spyglass ship thing related to the coffee company we just did the hot zone for, because she thinks that they're the people that are doing the Sentinel thing.
Wait, so, and Keel kind of perks up from the back there and goes, so she thinks that this is actually related to the situation that you ran into with that Daydreamer character.
Yeah, she says it's totally related to that, or she claims it is.
He looks over to Aiden. Aiden opens his mouth and he kind of grabs the mic, and the stream shuts off for a second. And then you get
a wrench in their works,
like the back ends.
So, Reginald, do you know anything about a gun?
I know many things about a gun.
Really? Like what?
Really? You will have to give me a place to begin.
All right. Are you familiar with the use of various different firearms?
Yes.
Okay, what are you knowledgeable about? Because you seem to have some issues with certain things.
The use of various different firearms.
So you don't know how to do that, or you do know how to do that?
Yes. Right about then, that you'll get a text on your toggle from Aiden and Keel saying, visit Smith as ordered, relay his orders to us, continue working with Rio, we'll be in touch.
I don't like this.
They finally got inside information. They're going to be playing it.
It's been lost. It says connection lost.
I'm gonna hold my. I'll throw the toggle thing up onto the wall because I can just touch it right for the display, and I'll just be like.
Why did you hurl your toggle?
I didn't throw it. I'm levitating it over. Wah! There.
Remarkable.
Mm-hmm. Taking
So we
it back.
stay on the down low about this, I suppose.
Yep. So they didn't see I couldn't keep him.
I'm believing the old phrase is hell in a handbasket, yes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Toberius, do you think you could work on falsifying some information about him?
Of all the receptacles in which to place hell, that would be the least likely to hold it.
And what would you say hell should be held in?
A hell basket.
Like it? Good.
Uh-huh.
He's a clever one. I'll give him that.
Can we keep
Thank you.
him?
Yes, Penny dear, we're going to keep him. However, I'm not entirely sure about arming him.
Oh, come on!
It is unnecessary. I
You
possess
already
2
have
arms and a
arms, yes,
shortage of additional shoulders.
I think I'm on your plane here, and not an actual plane, but a plane of thought.
Come
Good.
on, can we please take him with us? I don't want to leave him at the hotel
It-
by himself.
Penny, I have said repeatedly we will keep him, but we're not going to give him a gun.
Why
The
not?
moose possesses additional arms and additional coffee.
I admit I'm kind of agreeing with Tisa here. For if he kind of goes off deep end, it is good to not have thing that lets him have longer than arm's reach range.
He's not gonna go off the deep end. He's fine.
We have known him for 10 minutes, Penny dear.
May I also have the additional coffee? I do not require the additional arms.
And maybe you'd be able to give him some more coffee.
I was still under the understanding I was out.
Penny,
Oh,
I thought you just kind of walked
Yeah.
back in with the coffee and stood there.
how much do you know about his father?
But I don't really know if you can call it a father. It might be a mother.
I
don't-
do not think
Well-
it would mind.
I
either way,
like to think of it as kind of in the male sense because I kind of think he's. I mean, he's offered me help. He's warned me about bad things, which I mean,
Penny?
what?
Focus.
There's a thing though out
Male,
there.
female. Male, female. Doesn't matter.
But-
The one that created his creator. Who was he with?
Heimdall?
Yeah, that guy. Who was he with?
TTI. Actually, no. Wait, he was Marsco, wasn't he? Wait, let me
No,
think.
it's TTI.
Yeah, he was
it's
TTI.
just early TTI, I
Yeah,
think.
he's early TTI. Yeah.
All of Toberius's holographs come up all of a sudden, and he just flings something up, and there's this big TTI logo. And you said Heimdall?
Yeah.
Heimdall, that's Kook, who wrote the Nephilim
He's
Codex,
not
although
a
I suppose
cookie.
it's not quite...
I
Yes, I'm quite inclined to agree now after
There's
this.
more data showing up suddenly. And what was his creator's name?
That's what he just said.
Wait, Heimdall's creator?
Heimdall created the Nephilim. Is that what you were
Okay,
asking?
so, yes, what's the Nephilim's name that created
They
him?
don't really have names. They've been calling it Visitor. I wanted to call it, like, I don't know, colleague or something like that, because it seems more friendly, because Visitor's just kind of strange and alien. But I guess that's what they're going for with it, right? But
Is this the moniker Smith has given it, or...?
yeah, that's what Smith calls him. He calls him Visitor. I don't know. But, I mean, apparently it's capable of picking names, so, I mean, it likes the name, Reginald. Okay.
Another
For
word
this
comes
one.
up that's just peer. P-E-E-R.
Huh?
Okay. Sorry, this is just creative thought to come up with something that's believable.
No. His name's Reginald. What was the last name that you said you had? Reginald something?
K9.
Yeah,
That's not-
Reginald K9. Oh god, regular K9.
Ah, that is funny.
But, no, you do need a different second name. No one's going to buy
Yeah.
that.
No, actually.
No. Call
Toberius reaches up, grabs the TTI, pulls it down, slaps up Pulse, puts Reginald K capital -9 and a big old apostrophe behind it.
No, that makes him look too flashy. Actually, he looks
Tobias
kind
just
of
stops and does the entire look at him. There's nothing here that is not flashy about this guy.
Yes, but if you give him a flashy Pulse name, then that will attract attention to the fact he should be a Pulse, well-known somewhat at least, and then
Athlete.
they'll,
Jack,
oh, what has he done?
I will be honest, name like that is not particularly flashy. I mean, my second wife, she named our second child hashtag ABCDE.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, actually.
She goes by Sid now.
BB, if you want to come back in, you can come back in. Just went out for coffee.
I was
not?
looking for a bed at one point.
Yeah, the cot.
Someone
Oh,
told
oh,
me
yeah,
that
Oh
I-
yeah,
God.
come back with one arm packing a bed and the rest of them holding coffee.
You can come back with the bed and the coffee.
Reginald,
hear-
Daly, Draper, Dawn, Duff, Dodd.
Oh, I know,
someone
let's give
open
him,
the door, please.
Drac will open the door.
Let's call him Reginald Form.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay, so I got the bed and I got some coffee.
Aw,
and
thank
I
you,
got more
BB. I'm gonna
jelly
walk over and
donuts
just give BB's leg a hug.
Reginald, would you like to experience happiness? Try one of those. Pointed to the jelly donut.
Careful there,
Actually-
I can't see too well with this caught in my arms.
Oh,
That's
let me help
okay.
you, baby
What
darling.
name do you want to give him?
Reginald Form.
Reginald Form.
Yeah, this is the form he's taken.
Put this bed up here.
Okay. TTI goes back up. Name comes down.
Should probably futz with spelling of forms lately.
Yeah, spell it with a PH. PHORM.
That would be an incorrect spelling of form.
Yes,
no,
but that's alright.
it's-
You should add
give
an
it-
E on the end.
Also,
Actually, no. TTI. Form with the PH. He pulls it out a little bit, and then dash taker.
may I ask why you're making him TTI, darling? You should go with
Um,
Moscow, the most
following-
common in the solar system.
Following family lines, because if
Don't-
it looks,
don't-
He has no family line.
We're trying
darling.
to we're trying to get him away from family lines anyway. He needs to be as unassociated from TTI as possible.
they
I
go
have
pulse,
good
no one
news.
cares.
Yes?
I am not associated with TTI.
Fine.
Oh.
He wipes it all away. Okay, so starting over.
Alright,
I have a
Moscow.
better idea here. Tobias kind of just holds out his hands and all the corporate symbols appear. So, Reginald, which one of these looks interesting to you?
This is delicious.
Yes, quite delicious.
just take Marsco.
It would be a lot to carry.
No, you're not going to carry the entirety of Moscow with no darling.
Oh look, he's making BB laugh.
That's funny.
Well, you could just call him IRPF.
Why would we call him IRP?
Why are you
would we
fighting
not go-
Marsco? It's the most blanket corporation. It's easy to fudge the files with Marsco. They have the worst security.
You've never
Yeah,
Moscow, he can
encountered a
come from
Marsco
anywhere. He
auditor,
could be from
have you?
any underground. He could be anything. Just a basic Moscow registration. Doesn't need a lot of background filling out. Does not need a convincing story. He's emerged from one of their uninhabited things that's being deconstructed. Bam.
He's
Oh.
fine.
How was emerging from one of those?
Look,
then?
I probably need to go do this thing with Smith if we've got that appointment tomorrow.
Seth, I'm going to roll
Okay.
to build all this
Do
because Toberius has actually been building all this while all the conversation's been going on.
Oh, we've been arguing with you. I've just do freaking thing.
Pretty solid.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's got a. You have a passable identification for him.
I would think that would be far more than passable.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
the options are either passable or you're going to get immediately arrested. So
Yeah, remember this
You-
is
you-
a.
you don't know how
huge-
good it is until it fails, basically.
Yeah. But it's a really high number for right now. So.
Yeah, you're creating something that doesn't actually exist on a database, so.
hmm All right.
There's going to be an issue if he starts making purchases because he doesn't have any account history.
That's okay. I'll buy his shit. For now.
Actually, that's going to be something else Toberius is going to be looking into, but that's going to be a softer entry.
Making
But-
a fake account.
But do we have a printer here?
No, we have to go downstairs.
Depends on what you're trying to make. Yeah.
A toggle.
You can get one from the gift shop, basically.
Don't
Just go
give him
upstairs.
a
and get it.
toggle.
When is your appointment with Smith Penny?
He told me to drop by whenever they gave me kind of an open invite, it looks like. I should probably go do that. Just so it's over.
Drac?
You wouldn't mind coming...
Yes?
Yeah, I can come with you, Daya.
Could you drop by the gift shop and grab me a Mars code toggle?
I can do that.
Actually, would you and... She kind of looks abashed. I kind of wish you could all go, but, you know...
Can't really have a crowd. Me and
Good news.
Me and Track. Who would you like there?
What is it, Reginald?
We can all go.
Yeah, but they probably won't let everybody in.
How about we saunter down as a group, and then
All right, so
perhaps
who
me
wants-
and BB go in with you.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Maybe Drac and Toberius, would you mind babysitting
Well, I'm going to be working on this for a little while because
Drac?
this
do
is
you
going
mind
to take some
babysitting?
creative.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you. You're good with kids, right?
May I drive the vehicle? I like to go fast.
We can set the destination, and you can sit in the front seat.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still saying I should have made him pulse.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go down and get a car, and I'm gonna let Smith know I'm on the way over for the thing.
I'm going to head down with Penny and gonna ask, is Smith actually going to be there?
I don't know. I'm just letting him know I'm gonna be there.
Well, if he is and things go bad and you think something's going to be bad with him, do tell me and I'll kill him for you, okay?
Okay, that's hostile. Is this a bad time to tell you I gave him a copy of the locket?
Probably, but we didn't know it was a bad idea at the time, so don't worry about it, darling.
Okay.
However, in hindsight, that was a bad idea.
Darling, go back upstairs, darling. Drachert, keep a better eye on him, dear.
I was told I would get to ride in the car.
Drachert, can you just pick him up and carry him back inside?
That's exactly what Draco's gonna do.
No, it takes him too long to get down there.
This is a new experience.
That's one
I do
I'm
not
quite
like it.
familiar with. Have fun with it.
We should try this naked.
So, we're riding in the car. Come on, baby.
Oh, okay.
Just a second, I have to get this the monitor to my wife.
Okay,
Buddy
goodbye.
break, hear me.
Alright.
Fucking Rogel Dalton Nephilim.
I know. Jesus Christ.
Uh,
On the bright side, I can feel better because Penny's finally gotten a lot of shit off her chest.
yes.
Still convinced she's gonna die.
And Tisa's not 100% sure she's crazy anymore, so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
actually
that's
starting to
probably
tip
just
the
at this
other
point.
way.
Yeah, but perhaps 70% believing.
Yeah.
Still not utterly convinced that it's not the possibility of your manifestation implant just misfiring, but you know.
At the very least, if it is my manifestation implant it misfiring, you know it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
I'll be honest, I would guess that Tisa's probably just going, maybe we're all crazy.
No, she doesn't think she's crazy.
That's good though, because Penny's been
crazy.
feeling so
This
guilty
is
about
great.
lying to you guys. She does not like it. Because she's
like,
been
"Oh,
sitting
no,
there
you should
every
lie all
night.
the time."
Every time she's sitting down to have her turn to little clothes off for the night, of going to go to bed and all that stuff, and she's kind of hunkering down to go to sleep. She's sitting there reading her friendship book. Trust and honesty are the most important things for a good foundation for a friendship. And she's been just sitting there staring at trust and honesty. And she's like, I don't want to lie to them. Why do I have to lie to the people I care about? Oh, good. At least somebody else can talk to the Nephilim. Well, not. I guess we're not talking to the Nephilim because it can't communicate with the Nephilim. So.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Complicated.
this experiment is not as bad as feared.
Well,
You
this
get
is
to
the
stare at nice
unfortunate
pieces
thing
of
is that
meat,
when he
so, you know.
dies, it's going to make another one.
Maybe. It might consider that the end of the
I
experiment.
want the next one to come out ripping his shirt off, going, "Step into a Slim Jim."
Yeah.
Will it also be a canine?
I hope
Maybe
so.
it would be a bird.
Look vaguely
Could
like
be
Ricardo.
As big as Drac. It could be as small.
Next
Could
one
be a
we get is
Putu.
basically going to be
Tisa.
Spectre Terry Crews.
Oh.
Here's the best part is, I haven't seen Visitor come back yet, so for all we know, he's in a corner somewhere just making and throwing dead bodies.
No, this one's not quite right. No, there's not enough symmetry on this one. Too much symmetry on this one.
Oh. I put too many legs and not enough arms.
Whoops, forgot the lungs.
Also, head.
Whoop, too many
I
lungs.
believe they're supposed to have heads.
Oh, it's covered in arms. Well, it looks very attractive. I like how it looks. It thinks looking at the multi-arm thing, and it's looking at its multi-arm thing.
Damn it, Zyko.
I just expected him to look at BB and go, "That is incorrect."
Yeah. Most of my family have 6.
You should not have that
See,
many
I'm
limbs.
sad now because I have this real concern that we're gonna get to the end of this campaign and we're gonna have like that Iron Giant scene. You stay,
You stay.
I go, and I'm just gonna be like blubbering.
Superman.
Yes, it's going to be Vin Diesel, and he'll only pronounce it as "I am Groot."
I am
But
Reginald.
you aren't allowed to air the entirety of that on your stream.
Yeah. There's like a lot of things we're not gonna be able to do. Oh, Jesus. Freaking thing. But yay! I got to do that whole big fluster everything out at Tisa and Benton. I'm happy.
Yay! Victory!
No, the NPCs want us to keep working with Rio.
Oh no!
Run it back.
All of the NPCs want us to keep secrets from each other.
All the NPCs want us to keep secrets from everybody else.
I'm sorry, the secret keeping trope continues.
It's okay. Alright. Is everybody back?
All right, so you guys are heading back to the ship.
Yep.
You will arrive sometime later. We should figure out what time of day it is. Probably getting into the evening at this point.
Okay.
And upon getting there, you'll be greeted by just officers who will let you all in. They know you at this point.
Probably
so
shouldn't
it's
take
familiar.
Reginald into the ship.
I thought we left him at the
Oh right,
hotel.
yeah. I thought you left him at the
I thought
hotel.
We
Let
left
him
him
back with me.
Drac carried
Yeah.
him away.
Okay.
He was convinced
Okay.
about getting naked with Drac at this point.
But we should establish who is actually here and who's not, because I'm.
I think everybody but Drac.
And
And
Toberius
Reginald.
was staying behind to do his stuff too, he said. I think.
Oh,
I
okay.
need
Yeah.
Tisa and BB.
BB. Okay.
Alright, yeah, so it's the three of us. Just the three of us.
So I'll let you guys in. You'll get in there and Swift will greet you and go like, "Oh, you all came? Where's
Yeah.
everybody else?"
Well, they had a thing to do with some stuff. I just thought I'd feel more comfortable with some moral support because it's kind of creepy.
Well, we can't let you into the chamber together because that would corrupt the experiment. But I suppose we can have you nearby.
That'd be great. I just would like to know my friends. Are
I'm also
nearby.
somewhat curious myself. Observation would be nice.
All right, come on down. Let's have you suit up, or at least as best we can.
Mhm.
They'll bring you down to the medical center because both of you present anatomical issues and be like,
Actually, I've got a question. Considering how the Intelliformic works with stuff not sticking to it, would I need to be suited up or just cleaned?
well, you can go through like a scrubber, but they're sonic based.
Oh, shit, I don't want that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
You want the suit, Allie?
I guess
So it's either that or like a bleach bath. So
that's okay.
Good job, symbiote.
Beach blah, blah, blah.
Blah.
I guess I can work one out for you. You don't need to be all that because you're in a separate observation area anyway, though. So they'll just do a general decontamination and it was a very strange. He was part of the biowarfare thing, general decontamination.
Ah,
Yeah. So they'll do a general scrubbing, also part of that unit.
Do
And
I have to do anything? Or are they just sending me an El Natural?
you need to get suited up.
Yeah.
You need to get actually no, they want you unsuited. Yeah.
Okay.
Do they want you nude? I don't think so. I think they want you in the same kind of uniform you were in when you put it
So
on.
they
So
want me in
your
my
armor-
ONR, which I'm on.
yeah,
in.
your armor.
Okay.
So okay, so we're gonna try this first one here. You're just gonna walk in. I know it's probably a little strange, but you may want to touch it, see if you can get any kind of reaction out of it. Possibly reach out and see if you feel anything, or any kill beam or anything like that, and we'll just be monitoring from over here.
Okay.
So you get in there, and it is it's a little odd because they've all been laid out in different individual layers, and it's basically a circle with you in the middle. So you're standing in this macabre summoning circle. It looks like some ancient ritual has taken place here, with all these basic flesh piles that look like they're layered dissections of a person. So there's you're not seeing all the individual interior because these creatures didn't actually have a whole lot of complexity inside of them.
Okay.
But it looks like they were flayed in such a way.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of walk slowly around them, just kind of giving it a nice measured, not doing anything to them yet, giving it a little bit of time, trying to let the experiment run its course, and then I'm gonna kind of walk over and I'll put my hand on whatever is the least creepiest thing I can find to touch, And I'll be like,
Okay.
hey, are
As you get
still in
closer
there?
to it, you suddenly stop and you go, "Is that a dead body?"
Shut up.
Your screen starts to get dark, your mini-map goes away, it's all fucking useless, and yet somehow you still manage to stun Jason with a single fucking hit from behind.
Yep.
So,
Jesus,
that's enough.
It's like you're getting
I flipped
bitter
the
as hell
keyboard,
about being Friday
and
the 13th.
we close the scene on this. I'm going back to Drac. Drac, what are you up to?
He's probably just sitting and watching Ritual, make sure he's not going anywhere.
Seems good. All right, so back
Reading a book.
to slowly turning pages with claws.
Probably like a digital thing on the toggle.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was even worse.
I find that cannot swipe with large finger. So yeah, you reach out to touch it, and there is no reaction that you can feel other than cold clamminess under your hand. They seem like dead meat.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of talk at it and go, hey, are you still in there? Hello? Hello? And
Are you addressing this to me?
Oh, we're not talking to you. We're talking to... This is a bad time. I'm supposed to be doing an experiment with the things we left.
How is it going?
So far, I think they're dead.
Careful, he
I
might
believe
offer to
that's
help.
correct. Should they not be?
We don't know. We didn't, these are different. They're not like the ones we normally have. You've been making different ones. They're not what they expect.
That is true.
So we weren't sure if I came back around them again if they'd do something.
This entity is a relative facsimile of what I assumed you wanted based on what you were trying to retrieve from another dimension.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Its lifespan is limited.
So
Did you want another?
No, that's okay. I probably should, curb that. Thanks for Reginald, though. That's interesting. That was
I
you
will
that sent
consume
that,
his.
right?
In that he was created as an additional observation tool, yes. I will eventually absorb his experiences. They can be translated in a way that's more natural than yours.
Is that what you're gonna do to me?
I feel this would be more effective.
So you're gonna leave me alone at the end?
What is the end?
The end of your observation. I've been told that the other people that you've talked to, you destroy when you're done with them.
No, they simply elected to stop being replaced.
Oh. Why?
I imagine they felt it immoral. I find that's a situation with your species.
Why was it immoral?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Ah. Okay. Well, thanks for giving me the heads up on this. I gotta do what they want me to do. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of sensey stuff. It's not gonna be anything helpful for you, but they want me to go through the motions. Still gotta throw the rock at the wall, even though you know it's gonna hit.
Kaboom!
And I'll sense about. Do you need me to roll the sense? I'm assuming I'm not going to find anything, Zev. Or did Zev go boom?
Sweet dead.
I think Zev went boom.
Zev went boom.
I'm gonna do a quick run into the kitchen. I'll be right back. Heal through Cronos if needed.
Okay.
He's not actually running for any particular reason, just wants to...
I'm also not actually running.
Oh.
You're not actually running? Okay.
Oh, sweet spec.
See back.
I'm back.
Yay!
Hello, Zev.
Just moved for whatever reason.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
Not much.
Alright, well you said that was what you were trying to find out about the moral. And then I said, okay, well, I guess we'll figure that out together, kind of thing. And then I said, I got to kind of do this Sensi thing and check around these because they want to try and figure out, what's different about these because they don't understand. And I understand I'm not going to get anything out of it, but I'm going to be doing some stuff here.
All right.
And I'll do my sense. I'll see if I sense any lingering transcendent or anything.
You don't seem to get anything out of it.
Okay. I just kind
But
of.
he seems oddly passive as you're looking at him, as though he's sort of like, "Why are you doing this?"
I'm all about like nearly doing like a helpless shrug, like I don't even know why I'm doing it either. Like I'm doing what other people tell me to do. I'm like sometimes I'm actually gonna kind of just say to him, I'm like sometimes I have to do things that other people tell me to do. It's kind of what I have to do, even though I know it's not anything that's gonna help or be meaningful. Why did you offer to help me?
I believe this compulsion you have to follow orders may be related to the compulsion they felt to stop being recycled. It all seems to be attached to social stigmata.
Why did you offer to help me?
You appeared to need help.
But why did you offer, though? I mean, this is just another experiment, right? You're just watching. Shouldn't you just observe?
It was a unique experience.
It was. It's just... Are you my enemy?
You are attempting to communicate with the enemy.
I know you keep saying that, but...
Would you like to succeed?
No, I don't.
Then I must not be your enemy.
She smiles. That's what I was hoping he'd say.
In the meantime, back in the other chamber...
Why is she just standing there?
Standing there.
Does she normally do this? Have you been seeing this a lot?
Penny has been a little flummoxed and worried lately. She won't quite say why, but it's not impeding her ability to do her job.
Have you had to sedate her?
No. Well, when she took a Fent, but that was a little more alarming to me than her, I think.
Oh, I guess you haven't seen that before.
No, I have not.
Well, it's something we don't really recommend I do on a regular basis. I'll get you a new dosage. She's only supposed to be carrying one at any given point.
Strictly regulated, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. They're really only supposed to be used when they detect something, well, occurring, which shouldn't be happening in a passive state. I better ask her about that.
Okay. If there's any other guidelines you need me to see, I'd appreciate them being forwarded to me. Treating a patient with transcendent abilities is a little new to me.
It's always an experience for all of us, he says, with a little bit of a chuckle. How have everything else been going? I hear you're reunited with Rio?
Yes, quite a, well, I'd say successful little operation. Just a little hotspot, hot zone defense. Went quite well, actually.
Yes,
nice to get...
I got a chuckle out of it. Looks like you went a little overboard.
A little bit. Everyone's sort of adjusting to each other's capabilities, and, well, we've got people that like to leap out of windows and crush people beneath them and so on, so it's a little strange.
BB, have you asked her about your uncle? She worked with him, you know.
I apologize. I was actually AFK for a moment.
Oh, no.
Literally that sentence.
That was literally when you were addressed.
Yeah. It's Smith asking if you asked Rio about your uncle.
Well, no, I didn't really see a reason to.
You might want to. She may have some stories you'd be interested in. She worked as the organizer for this particular precinct for about 25 years.
Oh,
She looks good for her age.
Don't tell that to her, he says with a chuckle. As though he's a conversationalist.
why not?
She takes pride in being seen as an angry, salty individual.
That seems like an odd use of salt.
Tisa lets out a visible sigh.
And
Sign
the
that says,
suffering
"You
continues
hear what
on.
I have to put up with?"
he grins a little bit, as he is likely familiar with it, having dealt with the previous one for some time. And the inside, you'll hear an announcement over the thing saying, "Okay, Penny, we're not seeing much going on. Could you, do you think maybe you can make a new one?"
I can try. If you want me to. Like these ones?
Yeah, we'll just use the ability like normal, like you were attempting to here, and let's just observe what happens.
Alright. I'm gonna do it. Do you need me to actually roll it?
Yeah, you'll have to conjure it like normal.
I hate conjuring like normal. It's complicated. There's sand. It gets everywhere. Alright, that was a cool 4, wasn't it?
No, I think you just had a 3 for that.
No, it was a 4 because I had 2.
Oh, it was a 4, yeah.
Yep. I apparently fail on the first attempt.
Ooh. So it doesn't backlash because it's only on a successful
I don't
conjure.
think anything. Yeah.
Okay, Penny, is everything all right?
No, I'm just, give me a second.
All right, no pressure. It's not like we're all watching you or anything.
Hologram Tisa face flashes up a big smiley face.
Oh, that really eases my conscience.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. A giant hovering head.
I gave motivation.
All 4 arms.
All right, I'm basically talking to myself and going, "It's okay. Calm down. Communicate what you need. Do the thing." Okay, so I'm just calmly trying to do it the way Visitor wants it. So I will take a bunch of damage, which I'll roll separately, and then
Okay.
I will roll the Cool 4 manifestation. Oh, that was cool. No, that's cool 2. That's not right. This is cool 4. Sorry.
Ooh, queen.
Oh,
Queen.
that's
Shit. So yeah, I summon a queen in the middle of that. Oh, and I have to roll a d10 to see if I lose control.
Go for it.
I don't lose control.
Okay. There is a kind of want to decide how I want to handle this one here because it's a somewhat larger critter.
The last time I got a giant version of Penny's mom when I had a queen.
Yeah, but we're in a situation that involves some technology that he hasn't briefed you about.
Oh.
Dragon 2/2.
Yeah. So there is going to be a sudden like stunt of power, like it's preparing to bring in something big, and there will be a lull, like it doesn't appear, and then you kind of get this image of Visitor, and it seems to be like pondering of it. It's like interesting, and then the flesh around you begins to kind of get up and move, wiggle and get together and start forming into clumps and piecing together, and says, you hear his voice going, "The scale that you are attempting to create may not be possible with the biomatter I have present. I'll have to borrow some."
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm not trying to make anything that big. I didn't mean to make anything that big. I'm actually starting to do that wave like, no, stop.
No, that's if you're doing that in time.
Yeah, no, but that's the motion you start seeing Penny go, "No, stop," as fast as she can.
From the ground, there'll be this sudden like wrenching noise, and pipes will begin to pull out of it, wires, pipes, bolts, and stuff, and begin meshing them with the flesh, forming like arteries and various veins and stuff out of mechanical objects as opposed to just the meat that's being put into it.
Oh God!
The new flesh.
The body isn't really forming coherently in a way that you've seen before. It looks like it's pieced together, like he's not able to get the ingredients he wants.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to create something capable of doing the scale that you summoned out of what's around. So pieces of the building that you're in are being pulled forward like they're crunched inward. to get it.
So basically bumped up against the transcendent anchor. Then, well, I guess I'll use stuff from this queue then.
Yeah, pretty much. You can hear Smith yelling out of the phone, "Penny, Penny, that's enough. Good job!" And it pulls the speaker from the wall.
I'm basically like gonna hold my hands over my head, and I'm just like shaking like a leaf.
Smith, please open the door so I can go get her.
I don't think you want to be in there right now. In fact, I can't actually open that door while this is going on.
Are we allowed weapons in
I would
this
assume
area?
not.
Yeah, they don't want you. You guys
Alright,
basically
Grab a chair and start bashing the glass.
Yeah, I'm going to try to bash through the glass.
As you do
don't have
that,
the physical enhancement thing that makes you
Yeah.
stupid fucking powerful.
Yes.
the doctors nearby you will attempt to grab you to try to stop it, and Smith will be yelling, "No, you can't break it. That's the only thing stopping it from pulling from us." And we'll see if they can actually hold you back a little bit here. So do
Body
a
exert.
Yeah, do buddy.
body exert and athletics.
Okay.
I would actually like to make a science roll to see if I can identify what the glass is and whether we could break through it.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. With enhanced strength and some objects, yeah, you're fairly certain you can probably get through that if you needed to. But it is reinforced.
14, 9, and 7.
Okay. And what does it say about? Let me check really quick to see what it says about dealing with people who aren't big enough to stop you.
Don't kill them, BB.
Also, what Smith is saying is probably true, right? You know.
Well,
It's up to you to guess.
It's
You have to decide, yeah.
theoretical. Yeah.
I mean, you see it pulling from everything around for material, right?
Tisa looks apologetic towards Penny, but she will join in trying to restrain BB, so add some super strength into that.
Yeah.
So do a body exert roll. Body exert and athletics.
12 and 2 10s.
Physical enhancement. Here we go. Not necessarily affect characters to lift and branch die rather than 25.
Just heads up, I've beaten BB's roll.
Okay. It's not classification. Okay, I don't think I've actually put something for having them fired, so I'm gonna have to do that.
12
make a
doesn't
note of
do
that.
anything.
Where's my little note sheet so I can remind myself to pass that in there.
I think honestly, maybe with the extra help, the extra scientist helping, maybe it's a standoff.
Well, I've literally got 3 successes where he is 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you can stop him. I just noticed that the surgery doesn't have anything listed about making opposed rolls with non-strengthened people.
Yeah, so I need to figure that out.
So,
You throw them around like babies.
yeah, you pretty much toss them like Penny Babby, but Tisa is able to wrap around you and hold you back a little bit.
Benton, you'll kill everyone if you open that.
See if you can. Are you trying to get through because you're angry or because you're just trying to act?
Trying to act.
Okay, so do you think that you'd be able to hear the warnings? Because they're saying essentially that it will damage everybody if the room is breached.
Tisa's repeating that to you. No, trying to be calm about it, but urgent.
Goodbye, BB.
See, here's the thing: is if I really want to push it, I've got reclaimed horsepower and metabolic backups to fuck with all of this.
How good of a friend is Penny, BB?
Yeah. Okay. Quick reminder of the scene
Moral compass, BB.
pertaining to what's happening to Penny.
She doesn't seem like she's being harmed in any particular fashion, but she's in an area that definitely seems dangerous. The flesh has gotten up off the ground and is forming together into a whole bunch of different like hands and body parts and heads and arms chopped off and all get out. And floor plating, some of the tables, other stuff like that is crunching into various shapes. Nothing has hit her. She does appear to be bleeding a little bit. You don't know if it's because she was impacted or because it was just part of her ability.
Okay. In that case, BB will at least momentarily let them hold him back.
Okay. The thing will finish forming.
But he is going to argue in the process of not trying to push through. We have to get her out, though.
We will let it run its course. I think she'll be all right. She brought it in there, and the creature will finish up. And Penny, you didn't lose control of it. No, there isn't a lose control thing for this. I think there's a duplicate thing for this.
No, this is lose control, and I did not lose control. I rolled RP.
Okay, so you didn't lose control of it. Okay, so it's formed, and it's this kind of hulking monstrosity. This doesn't resemble anybody really. It's just made out of spare parts that are in the room, and Visitor seems kind of curious by it. He's actually standing over it in this, it's still doing that room deformation thing. So you're staring up at this 50-foot tall thing that's holding all of its arms down all around it, like it's sort of caressing this new creation it's made, and says, "This is most interesting.
This is really, really, really bigger than I meant."
What would you have it do?
I was supposed to make what was already here. That's what they told me to make. I didn't need to. What happened?
Your request was not specific.
I really gotta figure this thing out. Oh man, it's got blood all over my shirt.
I would be interested in seeing if this can actually fulfill what was requested of it. Give it a command.
I'll see if it'll put its hand up.
Okay. When you do so, it punches upward through the ceiling. There is a sudden alarm going off and various hisses of breaching. And Smith goes, "Shit!" And there's a
no, it's fine.
And they all stop. It doesn't seem to move anymore after that. And what's his name? Visitor is like, "I imagine that was not entirely what you intended it to do."
No. I just meant it to. Can you see what I'm doing?
Perhaps better than you can.
All right. Well, I'm gonna basically very slowly move my arm, and I'm gonna be like this.
It will pull its arms down and attempt to mimic, but the pieces will begin to fall out as the flesh kind of loses consistency. Okay. And Visitor will basically go, "This form is not complete. This will not serve for long enough."
No, it's fine. We don't. Yeah, this is. Why did you? Oh. I'm gonna look over at the window.
It's going to follow your gaze as though still mimicking your body, but as it does so, the big chunk of a refrigerator falls at the bottom of it. Fine. And as you're kind of like gesturing of like, I don't know what's going on here, it will mimic the gesture, and there's this kind of distorted modem noise, followed by the whimpering of whatever dead creature is still making its body as it kind of falls apart into a wet swamp of oil. And
I'm gonna kind of dodge out of the way of Jesus Christ falling crap.
Thank you, Penny. That will be all for now.
The speaker's broken.
Yeah, he's yelling through the hole.
Can I get out now?
Yeah, just a minute. Let's get decontamination on you.
Okay, Benton, if I let you go, we're going to be fine, yes?
Get her out.
She lets go of Benton and... Is there actually a hole going in there?
Well, there is through the ceiling. You'd be tough to get to it, but you can get to the door.
Nothing's tough for me.
It's a little deformed. You could probably just break it open.
Is there Okay. She's going to look at Smith and go, perhaps move away and expand your decontamination protocols for a bit.
Yeah, well, here, we're going to seal up this floor. Everybody move into the decontamination chamber. We're just going to use this floor for containment right now.
Benton, if you would go with him, I don't want you getting contaminated. I'll get her out, I promise.
All right.
Oh, no, we're all having to stay, Tisa. We all have to stick around until this is done.
Marvelous. Well, she's going to start pulling the door open. Benton, you may as well help me with this then.
Oh, Benton, you may as well just help me tear open the door then. Fuck you, TTI.
With all arms.
I think both of us can manage.
Yeah, you yank it out pretty easily there. It's smelly inside. I mean, there's ripped up wiring and broken machinery and smoking coming out of like various short circuits and seared flesh and all kinds of stuff. It's not in great shape.
Knowing she isn't exactly a comforting form, she motions off to Benton as she goes in to see Penny. Do you want to go stay with Benton for a bit?
I'm gonna climb up Benton and I'm just gonna like get on his shoulder and like sob into his neck for a little while.
Okay. Just gonna be like one arm constantly patting.
Smith will lead you guys out and go, okay, go down the hall and to the left. There'll just be scrubbers there, and they'll make sure that you're not carrying anything strange on your way out. We'll stick back here and see if we can examine the mess.
I'd offer some assistance, but I imagine classification stuff.
Well, you saw everything we saw. We're just going to try to pick up the pieces at this point. Go ahead and take care of her. We'll let you know if anything else comes up.
Nothing. She'll head that way.
Yeah. I hate the scrubbers.
As you guys head out the door, in a traditionally cliche television fashion, the camera will pan back to him as he smiles and walks in the room with his hands behind his back.
Just as planned.
Seemingly satisfied that whatever method they had used had effectively contained it.
It's like, she shouldn't have been able to do that. Oh, must be another element there.
Or rather, that the Nephilim was apparently unable to pull from out of the box.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're one step closer to catching them.
Gotta catch them all, Pokemon.
I mean, yes.
Oh, his hands were behind his back and steepled in front of his face.
That's Gendo. It's a different character.
Yes.
Meanwhile, back at HQ, you have been reading your book and you receive a new message from Rio, you and Toberius, indicating the time at which the meeting is to take place at the hangar, basically the next day.
Oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm. Toberius, you have, if you were to haul ass about it, you could probably hop a flight to that location on the, because they're all suborbital, they're all basically like near orbit flights, so you can get across the planet in an hour. So you could snag basically a flight to get to that part where the grotto was located, and back again in time. But you would be pushing into the evening hours, and if anything went wrong, you'd probably miss the date.
What would Tiberius do?
Push the envelope as far as he can.
Yeah.
Get the shit and ruin things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the problem, because I know exactly what Toberius would do, but
he's
the
not
player...
he's not supervised right now. Drachert's busy.
Actually, that is very true. Reginald is there?
Currently.
And Drac is supervising Reginald because they don't trust Toberius.
Well, Toberius said he was busy.
Yeah, you said you were busy with something, so we had Drachert babysit.
Doing everything.
Okay.
They actually wanted both of us originally.
Toberius is buying a ticket through the network. As he's standing up, he's grabbing the ID that he's formed, throwing it into the toggle, walking by Drachert. Hey, Drachert.
Yes?
Catch! I'm doing a coin flip to him. I'm like, I'll be back, probably tomorrow. By the way, Rio sent this, and he tosses information over to Drachert's toggle. That's the meeting time. I should be back by then. See ya! And just gone.
It was actually a grenade. Run.
Reginald is like, I would like to ride in the vehicle too.
I imagine Reginald, having had to sit there for a while, has been just like clapping on occasion, that single clap going, ah.
Existence,
Trying to
right?
remove his clothing, going, this is
This sound is funny.
This has not been as enlightening as I wished. He left.
I assume he's being
I think he
regaled
has someone
with
to
tales
do.
of all of Drax's family.
If he asked, Drac would probably just start talking about his family.
He's gonna start break out all the pictures, the photo albums. He's gonna start gushing stories about his little granddaughters.
What is your name?
My name is Drachert.
That is a good name.
It
What
is.
is your quest?
What is a bad name?
Toberius.
Oh,
Teach him that! This is your
Especially when they
opportunity.
find out what I have done.
For the many, it is a thing of different preferences for different people. I myself am not a fan of many of the names Paul's uses.
Pulse chooses their names after the person has decided upon their identity. Would that not be the purpose of a good name?
It can be, but some of the names are very strange. For instance, the one I mentioned that my ex-wife gave my daughter.
That is a bad name.
It is.
Ah. That's funny.
That's funny.
What is Drachert?
You mean, what am I?
What is Drachert?
I am a bear. A very large bear.
Good.
Good.
I'm going to return to the copy at this point.
excellent.
His attempt to garner conversation. I wasn't really sure where else to go.
He's basically sitting there going, no wonder this Penny is always looking at this how friendship works book.
Ah, yes.
It is
small talk.
complicated.
The rest of you will probably be getting back sometime in the next 40 minutes or so, which is enough time for Tiberius to get to the airport, essentially.
Goodbye, airport. Goodbye,
On the airport and on the plane!
Well, there's still security. At this point, getting in the security line basically consists of standing until a bunch of cattle and a big scanner goes over you saying, please keep your arms out of your pockets, stand sideways, it is unnecessary to disrobe. If you feel your bones rattling, step a little to the left. Please make sure there are no metallic objects in your pants.
Oh shit, you were a cog. Oh no, what have I done?
The world is a lie! I can see infinity!
If you are a cog, you shouldn't be in this scanner, dum-dum.
And they will let you on board a ship shortly. The rest of you will arrive back at the house.
I'm just going to hand wave on the ride back. I was telling BB and Tisa everything that happened with me and Visitor in the room, and telling them if they could relay that to Aiden and Keel since I can't.
I would do that, darling.
Are you sure we should be dealing with Smith? He doesn't seem like such a good guy.
Aiden and Keel told me to, and the people we work for told me to, and I don't understand why they're all making me hide stuff from each other, but it's what's going on.
And to be frank, trying to avoid Smith may bring her down a whole lot more hurt on us.
Also, you should be Tisa. I look over at BB like I made a joke, right?
Thumbs up.
Yeah!
Thumbs up.
High five.
Oh, I get it. Very funny. Plenty to fakest laugh ever. Would you like a treat before we go home? Anything to make you feel better?
I will disrobe.
We aren't there yet.
Thank you. Strange sitting voice.
No, I don't.
On
I
the
don't think.
car.
I don't think food is something I want to intake into my body in any amount of time right now.
Tisa ponders a bit and goes,
Hiding
a
gun.
new hat? What do you kids like these days?
Would you guys help me make a bucket list?
Bucket list.
Oh, I don't know that much about buckets, but okay.
She opens her mouth to say, "You're a bit young to be thinking about that," and then closes her mouth. Sure, dear.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Perhaps coddling the person who is actually certifiably dead.
Huh. Huh. Yeah. Anyway,
In the
so
meantime, back in the background, Reginald's, that is funny.
what is funny?
Also, sweet. I have to ask, how available is the Nephilim Codex?
You can find the big problem with getting the authentic one is that it's been around for long enough that all the versions of it have basically had
Here's your
people's
King James
insertions.
Bible. Here's your
People have put in their own pages, their own interpretations, and it's impossible to tell which one was the first one. So you will
I'll just put
probably
in the
get
request to Aiden and Kill about that. See if they
they can probably give you what they think is the most original one.
Mhm.
But it's all of them have different translations and different, we just cut out these 8 pages because they didn't have anything on them. And other people are like, these 8 pages are the most important ones in the world. Just look at the grain of the paper. There's
Yeah.
But you can
BB,
put that
thanks
in
for
to
coming
get it.
get me.
What was that, dear?
I was telling BB, thank you for coming to get me. Thank you too, Tisa.
Tisa
Glad
looks
I didn't have to do that alone.
remotely guilty for a moment.
I was going to let you die, honey.
Not gonna lie, you were gonna die.
Stiffens slightly at the thank you.
Uh-huh.
Baby was trying very hard to get to you. He's a very brave.
No, it's fine. It was really dangerous. I think it would have tore you guys apart. I don't know
Well,
why
now
it's
it's a matter of
doing that.
professional pride. Bring it back, Penny.
Oh,
Fuck
fucking
that
take it on.
bitch.
Oh,
I'll
fuck
put
that
it in the
shit.
ground.
Wanna go? Oh, let's go.
Ah. Okay.
How do you bait player characters into any given situation?
I'll have you, right?
Taking it on.
Yeah. All right. So are we back at the apartment?
Yeah, you'll make it back there.
Okay. Hey, Drachert. Hi.
The small one has
Hello.
returned.
Reginald.
She has.
Are you from Toberius in the bathroom?
Either.
No.
Where'd he
What
go?
is in the bathroom?
Something
The
about
bath-
catching a flight.
The bathroom is where you
Okay.
evacuate your body functions.
He's catching a
Urine.
flight?
Actually, did I say I was catching a
No,
flight?
yeah, he didn't say anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just said, "I'm off and I'll be back probably in time tomorrow."
He said he was leaving. I think it had something to do with the thing we were searching for earlier.
Oh, his people.
Well,
Well.
did he say when he'll be back?
By tomorrow, by the meeting we have.
The meeting we have is it tomorrow?
Yep, and Drake will take the information and pass it to the other fellows.
Hey, Drachert, can you help me with my bucket list?
Okay. What is
Hey.
up?
Right about now, there's a sound of flushing from the other room. He emerges again, once more naked. That was remarkable.
Where did the clothes go?
he looks back toward the bathroom. I believe I may have miscalculated. They did not fit.
I'll go take
Oh!
You are not supposed to flush clothing.
How does one dispose of it once they've been soiled?
You clean them.
Usually
Can
you
you-
don't
Print new
get them
ones.
soiled,
Usually,
but sometimes you can go to the laundry.
Does anybody have a spare Neuroplex? You know, like the child edition ones.
You probably get one.
Yeah.
Draco thing for go. Probably not here, but I think on station.
I know they had me on one for a really long time.
Tisa's just like, oh? Oh.
This explains so much.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get him a Neuroplex because he's a little old to be potty trained, isn't he? Actually, I guess he's like an hour old. I don't know.
I executed that function quite adeptly. It was the flushing that baffled me.
Yes, I just stuffed everything in here. Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh,
am I gonna
no.
have to buy him another set of clothes?
Yes. Yes, you will.
They want to
The others have maintained their tactile strength. They are, however, rather ripe.
We're leaving, right?
Yeah,
like,
let's
soon enough.
Uh,
She's just gonna step out of the bathroom, close the door. Somebody else's problem.
That is very rude to staff.
This is very rude to staff. I suppose hotel. I'm sure they've seen worse.
Is
Yes.
fair point.
Yeah. Let's. I'll get him some new clothes printed. God damn it! There goes all my money. I'm spending all my money on this freaking clothes. Don't rip
Hey,
the
Svi.
sleeves off this time.
Svi.
Do not
Sweet.
grab ones with buttons on the sleeves this time.
Okay.
Svi.
Maybe a
Svi.
t-shirt.
Svi. Does this count as like story purchasey amenity stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, Tisa will give Penny a little pat and say, I'll cover it, dear.
Okay.
And will indeed cover it.
Okay. With goo. All right. So if you
Yes.
buy him some clothes.
Yes.
All right. See, you're supposed to slightly disrobe, but not flush the clothing when you go to the bathroom. Okay?
Demonstrate.
Oh, yeah,
I
so
can't. My
yeah.
bathroom's a little small for you to come in.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Looking over. BB, can you show him how to use the potty?
Well, I guess. It's not 3 seashells or anything.
I love you.
I
Okay.
think it's mandatory that we have a 3 seashells joke and any given potty joke for HSD.
Oh my
None of us
God.
know how they work.
Yep. Alright, so you gonna go do that? You don't have to do a walk. I don't want to walk through this.
The bathroom is still in sorry shape, I believe. That's what happened. Tisa left it alone.
Yeah.
But it was a multiple room. There's probably a second one.
Yeah, there's probably a second bathroom. Go show him in the other bathroom.
We're gonna go into this other room instead.
Ah, a new experience.
This is disappointingly similar to the previous experience.
This one has the Drac size toilet in it.
No, but it might have a toilet large enough for Drac to sit on.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nice.
ah.
Ha ha.
Efficient. You hear from the back room after a little while. He emerges sometime later going, the clothing may be reused.
Yes, it may. I'm gonna look over at Tisa and go, Smith is gonna tear him apart if he gets a hold of him.
Yes, you will. And we have a mission tomorrow, apparently.
We're gonna have
Good.
to take him
I have been
along,
looking
right?
forward to a mission.
We'll have to take him along.
That means he's gonna need armor.
Yes, he will need armor.
He's gonna need a weapon.
I still have my doubts about that, but perhaps.
He needs to be able to defend himself.
Oh, I'm going to look up a gun range in town.
There's one there, actually.
Yes, I remember.
I remember that gun range. Alright, now, sweetie, cutie, what? Do you feel like you wanna, like, slash people, punch people, or you wanna shoot people?
Are we sure we
That's a
wanna
very
get
worrying way
rid
to phrase that to him, Penny.
I don't know what else to tell him, okay? Okay, don't think people, enemies. Enemies, not people. We don't hurt people, okay? God, teaching the child not to hurt people.
Are you aware of the concept of self-defense?
Yes, it is the defense of oneself.
Correct. Gold star, and she'll flash up a gold star on a hologram thing briefly.
Ha! Visual aid.
Yes, visual aid. Oh, I can do this, in fact. Okay, now, She's going to hold up one arm, which, hold on a minute. So, say you've got a bad man here, yes?
I've got a bad man here.
No, don't say it. It's another figure of speech. This is representing a bad man. And over here is you, a good man.
I am larger.
Yes, unfortunately, I cannot go quite to your scale.
That is unfortunate.
Yes. Now, the bad man tries to hurt the good man, and she'll bring her hands together, mime them hitting each other. What do you do?
I experience pain.
Yes, and then you would probably like to stop experiencing pain because it's not very pleasant.
I'm unsure, having not experienced sufficient pain.
I'm gonna bite his leg.
What is going on?
That's pain. What do you think of that sensation?
If you were hungry, I could get you a dinner or something.
I will show you pain. Ah!
It seems largely inconsequential.
Well, imagine that scaled up.
Taking out my bow, and I'm shooting
No,
it
no.
We're gonna pull out one of 4 batons, and then
No.
the other 3 batons.
I'm just gonna beat the crap out of him.
Both of you, put your toys away.
He needs to know what pain is. It's gonna be really complicated if we get into a fight and he experiences it and doesn't know what to do.
What should I do?
You're gonna have to be able to concentrate and keep going past the overwhelming sense on your emotions and your senses. It's just it can be blinding depending on how hard it hits you.
Good. I have been instructed. This should not be an issue now.
And then what do you do in response?
One of the batons.
Please, BB, just give him a good whack.
Oh God! Please be gentle. No, not gentle, but
Crack!
concuss him or break anything.
Hit him in a non-vital place.
Are you sure?
Just
No. I'm wholly against this concept, but you two seem to be going along with this.
hit him in
I
a non.
was just offering him a baton so we could try.
Oh, that's not a bad
Marvelous.
plan.
You don't
Also,
just
his
hand
dad carried-
somebody guns this early on.
I love you, BB. Have I ever mentioned that?
No.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Actually, when you say that, Penny gets this wide-eyed look, looks over at Tisa, looks over at Benton, and then points over at Reginald.
Oh, Tisa looks the most defeated you've ever seen her look.
And then somewhere along the line, somebody realizes that when the last time she summoned a queen, it was a combination of Benton and Tisa.
Oh, children.
At the point where, if anyone looks at Drag, he's just doing that. They all up his hands like, I'm not getting fucking involved in this.
Okay, Reginald, darling, please take that baton offered to you.
I have taken the baton.
Okay, now I want you to hit me with it.
No,
Why?
that would seem impolite.
It is, but I'm giving you permission, and it's a little test of how well you can hit.
This is
Should
training.
I not hit the small one? She bit me.
No, that was also.
I dare you to try.
No, do not dare him to try.
To hit the small one.
I don't think you can.
Oh, I'm going to go get my medical kit.
Bearings exist in HSD. This is gonna bother me for a while now.
All right, I'm
the
turning.
one
I'm
with
hitting.
3
I'm hitting
bends?
the scatter
No, the one
line,
that we
and
crushed?
I'm going for this. Yeah, come on, do it.
The small one taunts.
Mhm.
Tisa comes back with her medical kit, just sits down close by, and stares dejectedly.
Intriguing. I find my motivation growing to hit the small one.
Yes, that will happen.
Yep. Come on.
Do I inform her of the incoming hit?
No, you just do it.
No.
Good.
I'm gonna be judging when I do the dodge.
It would seem too expected if I hit her now.
You're not gonna wait like a day, are you?
I cannot tell you how long I'm waiting.
Okay.
Crap, I broke. It means I have to go over to be to Toby now.
We're gonna be halfway through the next like fight, and I'm just suddenly gonna get whacked with a baton out of nowhere.
Fall to your death. Be like,
Surprise!
oh, shit. Bad timing.
Toby, you will arrive at the other other location. This one's a bit more scenic than the last one. You are also further away that it's actually daylight now. You've gone west, a significant measure. So you went back in time, and you have it's a nice area. It's very unpopulated when you get out to where it was before. Very sparse. The coastline here is made out of the kind of terrain that Venus is known for. It's sort of like a natural concrete that came out of its terraforming process. So this is large lattice works that make these big spindles and big kind of jutting outcropping that goes over the coastline here. Much prettier ocean than the one that you just left. It's probably the same ocean. It's just a different view of it. This one doesn't seem nearly so nasty as the previous.
Hostile.
Yeah.
I'm actually snapping pictures as I'm looking for what I'm looking for.
Yeah. You find a collection basically of rocks that you think are indicative of where it is you're headed.
Mm-hmm.
So you travel inward.
Yeah.
Okay. It will take you underground. And through a series of elaborate tunnels. They are difficult to navigate, so I'm going to need you to do some checks to see if you can keep track of where you're going, because the maze itself is actually sort of an equation of sorts. So do a mind exert and logic.
Okay, mind exert, logic.
You can do it, Toby. Don't get killed by your
believe in
people
dice.
all by yourself.
Okay,
Oh,
so 9 and an 8.
Okay. It's a tough one. So you're going to end up lost at the beginning part. So you get in there. You're pretty sure that you're in the right zone, but for this one is well hidden. They've created like a nautilus shell of different like lattices that
Pathways.
are blocked and stuff to try to keep people who don't know the right map basically from working their way in, unless they know the right protocols. So it'll take a little bit to kind of dig through it, and that will take you into the evening over on that side. Try another one just to see how long it'll do. Okay, you'll get it after the first stumbling block, but it takes like about an hour of just fumbling to try to get back to where you were, and then on the second run through, you make it down to what you think is the entrance, which will involve a code that you could actually just input because it's familiar.
Okay.
You know, the way into that. I should probably do this update at some point. It keeps yelling at me. So you were able to get inside, and as it opens up, there's a large area inside there, big interior. It's like a hollowed out part of the mountain, not absolutely enormous, but sizable, capable to house some small buildings in, which are in there. There are some artificial lighting that's providing it kind of a makeshift daylight. It's rather well secured. And as you go in there, you can hear the sound of some guns cocking from places you can't immediately see.
Slowing my pace down, but I didn't bring my weapons, which is a good thing, and I'm not hauling around my armor.
Okay. There's who are you?
Toberius? Who are you?
Toberius. And then there's a kind of peek out from the top, and you see a face, and it's not familiar necessarily, but it's somebody who looks a little confused and concerned. It says, "Wait a sec. How'd you get in here?"
Standard protocols?
You knew the code?
It's standard protocol, so yes, we all do.
Oh, we've got one. And he jumps down off the top of the ledge that he's on there, and a few other people peek out and they go, "Oh, we found a stray. You made it, Malcolm. How did you find us? Did you see the messages?"
They're a little worn. What's going on?
We didn't think there was anybody left. We thought we'd found the last of them.
What do you mean?
Where have you been? We sent out emergency calls years ago. We figured everybody had come in. We haven't had anybody come through the door in, I want to say, a year, maybe more.
I've been isolated as per orders.
You were a scout.
Yes, and I was also ordered isolated.
They kind of whisper amongst themselves, we don't have any records of I don't think that survived. That was probably part of the main core. We'll go check. We'll go check. You stay right here. Okay, we're gonna go check. You just stay still.
I'm actually looking at the time. Yeah, I can spare a few hours, but I do have to get back out.
Back out. Where are you going?
I'm still under operations.
No, that there are no operations. This is it. This is all that's left.
All right, so I need you to start explaining.
A few years ago, the Grotto received a message from some external source containing a slew of new information to input into the equation, and they made some profound discoveries, big things, big stuff that was going to change the whole face of the way we operate. We were going to get ready to start implementing it, and then we were hit. We were bombed at different locations, every place it spread out to. It's systematic disintegration. We're all that's left. Well, come on. He'll pull you forward to where they are, into a room that has what's left of their computer systems. And we don't have the information that was sent. They hit the main computer. The currently broadcasting signal from the old location is a fake. It's bait. We've been spacing out, different smaller notes like the one that you found to try to get people who aren't involved back before they get lured in.
I see. I'm going to work my magic on the computer system, if I may.
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
I would hope that someone, since this is actually a live system, it would have the proper external connections to actually hunt down my nodes, or at least see that signal that they're talking about.
I couldn't hear you. You cut out.
Oh, I'd be looking for its connections. Hopefully there would be a backup that's buried that people wouldn't really truly know about unless they knew what they were looking for.
So you get into it. Go ahead and do your mind exerting computers.
Okay, that's
yeah, it's still good enough. Yeah, yeah. So you get into it, and you find fairly quickly that this is a shambles of what the original system was. For one, it's not a backup; it's a quick capture of whatever it was that they had at the time they were able to escape. It isn't actually connected to anything live because there's nothing live for it to connect to. When you try to go check to that, the guy that you're talking to says, no, that's it. That live signal that you're trying to reach is fake. They put it there. Whoever it was that wiped us out.
I want to see what it is.
Well, you can see it. You found it originally. It's the same one that you found on that first day when you talked to Aiden and you picked up a copy of the formula that was missing aspects related to you. That current copy, so to speak, that was beamed from your current grotto, they're saying that it isn't real.
Is there any way to see if there's an origination point?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's saying that's coming from the same place that your grotto was originally, wherever it was originally located. But the guys that you're talking to are saying that's nothing but like, there's a building there baiting people and a trap, essentially. There's nothing living there anymore. They're like, yeah, nothing's here has changed. We try to keep an eye on it to try to make sure that we can catch what we can, but nobody's returned to that location in a very long time. It's just us. There's maybe 100 left.
Who's the highest calculator?
Well, you, I guess.
What?
Like I said, we were hit in a hurry. the only people who weren't around were people who were currently scouting. Most of those got baited, and the first people to be evacuated, which was us.
And you've been hiding here for that long?
Yeah, we put together with the funds that were held off-world and have basically been putting down notes in hopes of catching people that might still know what's going on. We still have one of the manufacturers, so we're getting by, but you know, the formula's been knocked back to the Stone Ages. It's missing most of its information at this point. We can't really trust the signal going out to have anything reliable in it, so we don't even know what was sent that caused all this to begin with.
All right. I'm gonna hang here for a few minutes. I need to make a call.
Well, don't do it from here. I mean, go out and get some distance first.
I want you to gather any information you can. Be ready to move.
Okay, move to where?
We're going to figure that out because I was still obvious out there. I had no idea any of this happened. And if I did, I lost that information myself. I'm operating 10 years behind right now. I'm trying to catch up.
Well, what happened? Why?
Apparently, I was killed at some point. Backups were the group I was supposed to be working with had a renewal clause.
Oh,
And
they made another one of you.
the thing is the only surviving backup of me was when I initially started, when I was given my sequester order.
All right. Well, I'll start getting people together, I guess. I mean, if you can find some place for us to go.
I'll figure something out. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay.
And I'm going to go outside, and I'm pinging Tisa.
As you come outside and you climb out of the fading sunlight or the caves to go on the cliff face, there's like the sunset there behind it and the fading light going down as it's kind of facing you, looking out over the water. There is a massive silhouette and the soft hum of engines. And in front of you is a very large, apparently assault craft, and a drawn ramp, and 5 suits of active armor are slowly walking down in front of it. Conveniently in different colors.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
I'm actually pinging out right now, and I'm heading back inside.
All right, so you'll send that out. In the meantime,
I'm doing live call.
Oh, okay. So there is a ring. There's a ring going over to Tisa.
Hello.
Tisa, we have an issue.
What is it, dear?
My entire grotto network was hit about 3 years ago.
I'm very sorry.
And they are after us still.
You're basically entering rounds at that point.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm diving into the cave network.
Okay. But that'll end your call though, because you're leaping under concrete essentially. So.
Oh no.
So Tisa, you hear him yell that his grotto network was wiped out a few years ago, and then there is the sound of extremely heavy firepower.
She thinks she's on. Hello, Toberius. Oh, that's unfortunate.
What's the matter,
It
Tisa?
was a prank call.
Does anyone know exactly where Toberius went to? Because I think he may be shot at very heavy ordnance.
He should use the baton.
I don't think he has a... Wait, did
Grant
he
have roughly been able to get the... Jack will just shake his head no at the gear thing.
Oh, look, his gear's right over there in the corner. Did he go out naked after this?
I mean, he was
Well, I
wearing
assume
clothes.
he was probably wearing
God.
clothes, probably.
Well, he just called saying that his grotto network was wiped out years ago, and then they heard heavy fire, so I'm assuming he's under attack.
Does anybody know... Shit. Does anybody know where he went? Is he in the in city?
Oh, we could get somebody to try to trace back the signal.
Toberius would be
Yeah.
very
Would
good for
Drac have
that.
had any idea from seeing the numbers and,
It was in that weird code, wasn't it?
What, to where it was?
Yeah.
You were there with him when he deciphered where it went, but I don't know if he told you.
Yeah, because it was in code that he found, right?
Yeah, but then he worked out the coordinates, so he
yeah,
kind of.
but I don't know if he told Drac what the coordinates were.
I don't think he mentioned what it was.
I don't think I
So
did
we
either.
have the data, but we don't have the analysis.
We don't have the analysis of it. Oh shit! Oh shit!
But I probably did give him the key because I told him to base everything around pi.
If that was the key to the thing, though, that was the signal for.
Well,
Yeah, that was the one that actually gave you the GPS coordinates. Essentially, is a different deal from the thing that was telling you where to walk to.
Okay.
So you can try to decipher that just on your own, and it's just going to be tough.
Shit.
Do we have any leads?
I have the raw data that he pulled out from the thing.
I'll do a logic roll if you give me the
key
data.
for encrypting it.
Let me
Let's
try.
pass it around the group.
Let me try.
They'll pass it out to all the doggles.
All right. Exert or
and-
perceive?
Could your friend maybe help?
You.
I
Visitor.
think we leave that as a backup, considering what happened last time.
Okay. Yeah.
There is no response. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that. Okay. We'll table that idea. Shoot. Yeah. I'll try to do logic. Is it exert or perceive?
It's perceive.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
It changes for me.
Fuck.
All right. With a simplify on this.
Close.
Is it mind or body?
Mind.
That's mind.
Yeah, I have a simplify on that. That's about as good as I can probably get.
With logic or digital operate?
Logic.
Logic.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Not quite. No. From just that, it's going to be tough to do because it's specifically encoded for the stuff that he's trying to pull off.
You see Penny just like flipping her pad everywhere. She's writing numbers all over the place. She's like, I'm starting to get it, but I need like a couple hours to figure this out. This is this crazy Huju math of plus means good and negative means bad. This is wrong.
Tisa rubs her forehead.
He did tell Drac that it was far away. I mean, you could just do it the old-fashioned way and ask if airlines have seen a guy walk on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Do we know anything beyond this?
Unfortunately, I do not think so.
I know what to do. Rio! Bink, 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 bink.
She picks it up. Penny.
Hey! I know I'm not your favorite person right now, but we have a situation. Toberius is in deep in this shit. There's heavy weapons fire. He went off to somewhere where his grotto was. We don't know where he went. Can you track down where he went to?
Do you know how he left?
He left in a car, and he was apparently booking something before he took off. He didn't tell Drachert and us very much. I've got some kind of code for whatever it is for the coordinates, but we can't decipher it. And he sounds like he's in trouble right now.
Given how fast he got there, it was probably a flight.
Yeah, so Drachert says it's probably a flight.
We'll look into that. I'll be back to you in a minute.
Okay. I'm kind of gonna go, but I kind of shrug and I go, all right, well let's get our gear ready. We're gonna have to be ready to go. I mean,
I think this is worth bringing up. This may sound callous, but if we're going off to do this, we're probably jeopardizing our actual mission.
Penny's shoulders will kind of sag a little bit.
What about him?
Yes, Reginald. He'd have to come along. We can't exactly leave him here. Which means throwing him into a combat situation with utmost certainty.
Well, I mean, he can wear kind of Toberius's gear.
Sorry, guys.
No, he cannot wear Toberius's gear, Penny.
Oh. She's wringing her hands.
I could try to get something.
We can't just leave him to die, though, right?
No.
Hey, Penny.
Hmm?
Oh, God damn it. Hang on, rerolling that.
Dave's like, no, these rolls aren't to my satisfaction.
God damn it.
Excuse me, 1 second.
Right about then, he attempts to hit Penny and Klaus behind it and goes, she is a feisty, she is a dodgy one.
I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna do that thing where I just kind of lean to one side as the baton that's as bigger than me goes wailing past, and I go, "You guys should try harder."
Look, if we no,
Am
stop
I allowed
fighting.
a second attempt?
Yes,
Stop fighting later.
I'm letting you have a second attempt.
If Rio calls back, ask her if she has a holding cell that we can use to store someone temporarily. Not in trouble, but keep them safe.
No, we're not locking
Are we
him
putting
up.
Toberius in holding?
No, you perhaps.
No.
We're not locking him up. We're keeping him safe.
No, but that'll be suspicious. People will try and figure out why we lock somebody up.
I'm sure Rio could find ways to cover it.
I don't want him around Rio because I'm worried what she'll do to him.
Okay, well, you better go buy him some armor. I hope it doesn't take too long to print.
I will be honest, if the absolutely worst case comes around, Rio kills him, Visitor kills Rio.
We have very limited options here, Penny.
Okay, fine. Can't we just leave him here in the room? Could you just stay here and be good?
That is a matter of opinion.
You're not helping your case. They want to put you in a
direct too
cell.
much.
Do you know what that means?
Is it comfortable?
Probably not. But there will be a
Good.
toilet.
That will be a change of pace.
Okay, fine. All right, fine. Have Rio just tell her that we had a streaker in the hallway. I don't know. Something.
Well, you tell her that.
I'm not doing it.
Keel.
No.
So already calling Aiden and Keel.
Seth,
Rio.
Yeah. And
considering how long they've been going at the discussions, have I had
You're dead.
enough time to actually run from these guys? Manage to get them
you're
lost in the
down the
maze and
tunnel.
get back?
You run into the maze, but it doesn't sound like they are running after you. It sounds like they're plowing into it. So they are
Digging.
pointing their weapons downward, and the maze is falling apart behind them. Yeah, they may actually be using the ship to assist.
Ooh.
That's what. Good thing I ordered those guys to get ready to move.
Yes, the maze of. Oh, hang on.
Unfortunately, yeah. You don't know if there's other exits at the moment, so you will make it down to the doorway, and you can kind of hear the mountainside getting crunched behind you. You can get back inside, and there is a group of pretty frightened-looking people down there.
Is there a back entrance?
No, the whole idea was to have one.
Right. Armory. What have you got?
They produce a series of different pistols. One of them has a rifle, and there is a baton. So at least you're good there.
Saved.
Right. Okay.
There is some armor. It's nothing special.
If they break the baton in half, you just have two batons.
There's
baton win every time.
Wait. They have a printer.
Yeah, it'll just take some time to do stuff, but
And they still have the outbound connection, correct?
they seem to. They have something.
I'm linking into it. I'm bouncing signals around, and I'm relinking up with Tisa. I hope I have a few seconds.
You can probably try to get back to her. Yeah. So do
Did I get a
a
quick question? Did I manage to get a picture of these brightly colored armored? Were they primary colors?
You weren't trying to. You said you gave her a call and then you were running away. So I don't think
Yeah.
any picture was
Yeah.
taken.
No picture. Okay.
It's okay.
question,
We
does
deep
he
down
say-
we know it's the Power Rangers.
Does his attempt to coincide with Tisa calling out to Aiden and Keel?
Just conference call it. It will be fine. You can add him to the
But I
call.
suppose he's got to roll first to
Yeah.
manage
We'll
it.
see if he even
Yeah.
gets it.
Well, I'm linking through the system. The one is ignored.
Yep.
Okay. Then you're set. Yeah, you can get a call back out to Tisa.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh.
Somehow the call, like is always the case, when things are more dangerous, the ringtone becomes more urgent.
Actually, I'm just overriding her outbound call. Screw that!
I don't think you're hacking her toggle.
No.
I think you're ringing, and that's about as good as you're getting.
But
It's like when you try to call out and
Penny-
somebody happened to call in at that exact moment.
Yeah, you're just
So
about
instead
hit
you
send,
pick up
and then
the
you hit
phone.
add to conference call.
no, she'll answer the toggle.
Okay.
Tobias,
All right.
Your location, dear. First things first.
Blah!
It's coordinates, right?
Yeah, just belting out the coordinates.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So opposing force, bunch of AA armor, AA guys. Primary colors.
The colours are irrelevant to me, darlings. Active armor. Did you see armament?
Did not have a chance, but it's stupid heavy because they're cutting through Ferrocrete.
How many did you say?
I think 5.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, is he actually? Are you the only one hearing the call, or are we all hearing it at that point?
This is just me.
Okay.
Okay. Stay on the line for a moment. Everyone, we've got coordinates. See if you can sequester a ship. I think this is pretty far out.
Actually, while I'm got her on the line, I'm yelling over at one of the guys. What's the power source for this place?
We use wave energy from the ocean below.
Shit, not powerful enough. Wait. Conduit lines, where are they?
For what?
That's how we're leaving.
This way.
Toberius, darling, is there anything else you need to add? Because I need to contact people.
I'm going to try and get the survivors of my grotto out. There is a nearby city. I will try to get them there, and I will try to link up with the IRPF.
This is where it will crunch through the wall. So you're going to start.
And I'm cutting them out, and I'm running with these guys.
Cinematic run. Run away!
And now I will call Aiden and kill, because even more concerned now.
Are you going to relay the coordinates to the rest of us so I can tell Rio?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, I'll call Rio, or I'll send Rio the coordinates and go, this is where Toberius is active armor assault going on.
Oh, I was gonna call Rio.
Oh, you call Rio then. That's fine. I'll let you do it.
You do that. That'd be great.
You do that. I don't want to talk to Rio. I'm going to be over here with Reginald, and we're going to be playing this game called He Puts His Hands Out, and I slap them, and then when he tries to do the same thing, I dodge.
And I'm making a grown-up call.
When Tisa hangs up before she tells the other, just starts going around. What was that about color?
I have no idea. Aiden!
Should I call it up? There will be a eventual response going, Tisa. Yeah.
Situation, Toberius went off searching for his grotto and is currently under assault far away by active armor units, 5 of them. Do we try and rescue him?
His grotto's not even near here.
Some kind of lead or another, but we have a mission tomorrow. This timing will throw it off. Do we try and rescue him? I have our doubts about being able to take on active armor. 5 units.
Well, I mean, I imagine he could probably use the assist 5 units. I don't think you have the firepower for that.
We don't have the firepower for that. That's what I'm saying. This may be a suicide mission for the rest of us.
Give me a second. And he will pause the screen really quick. And then when it comes back on really quick, he kind of looks nervous and a bit bitey, and he goes, you have been instructed to abort.
Understood. Thank you.
And it closes off then.
Alright,
Tisa.
by this time I've finished getting my gear ready. I'm over by the door. I'm hopping up and down, ready to go.
Tisa pauses briefly before going, settle down. We've been ordered to abort.
But he's in trouble.
He's in trouble against forces that we probably could not match.
But we could try.
We could try and likely die in the process.
Which would result in many quotations from Dune.
Not
Yes.
only that, we will mess up our current operation.
It's Toberius, though.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do not think we have a choice.
Penny looks very crestfallen.
I will have stepped into a different area to make a call to Rio this time while she was calling, so I'm not privy to what's being said.
Okay. So she'll pick up. BB, go.
Well, it looks like Toberius is in trouble, and we need quite a bit of help. Also, I think we need somebody to babysit some streaker.
I like to just think it's Rio done with our shit.
Click. No.
Did we lose Svi?
I think we might have.
Aw.
Yep.
This is the pause of Rio just calmly going, "Are you?"
Rio constantly
Yeah.
tired of our shit.
Just going click. That's it.
Sorry, I distracted from everything on this. I was not
That's all right.
expecting to throw active armor at me.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I don't think you expected it, but I did.
And I
So
suspected
did
something
I,
was up when Sam
actually.
asked, "Hey, Ali, do you have the active armor character sheet?"
That's why I suspected it too.
Yeah. Yeah, considering Zev asked me earlier, hey, do you have those active armor Power Rangers sheets you guys did for that one playtest? And I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, you mean the
Nice,
ones that
Evan.
murdered us? Yeah, I have
Yeah.
those.
Discord botched on me as soon as you started talking. Try again.
So I guess Rio is tired of our shit. I understand. So I'll just try and repeat verbatim. Before
Sorry.
we screw up.
Okay, man.
So it looks like
Pixel.
Tiberius is in big trouble, and we're going to need a lot of help. And also, I think we need somebody to babysit some streaker who is in our hallway.
Where the hell did you get a streaker in your hallway?
In our hallway.
But why is he with you? Never mind. Where is he now?
Leave him in the hallway.
I'll send a squad car. I have the coordinates, or I have the location you were looking for. And she will send this off. Listen,
Good news.
if you guys are going to be heading out toward this, and you think there's this much issue here, I'm not sure what I can. I'll see who I can scare up to help out. Why did he take off at the? Did you say anything before he left?
I didn't talk to him. No.
All right. I will get you some backup to meet you at the airport.
Might you be able to call in some friends from the IRPF?
That's what I'm doing. Just having friends doesn't mean I have people's lives to throw around. That's what you guys are for.
No, I don't need them to be thrown around.
BB, go to the airport.
Okay.
She'll send some squad car to pick up the streaker.
So probably in the middle of your conversation at that point. Sorry.
Well,
to
it'll take a
interrupt
minute to get
the
there.
Others.
You will actually finish up the call about the time they have finished up talking to each other.
So when you come back in the room, Penny's looking crestfallen by the door, holding her bow at ready. Well, was holding her bow at ready.
So we got a squad car coming, and I've been told to go to the airport.
No, did call the IRPF?
Well, you said to call Rio.
You talk to her. Call back and tell her that this squad car's unnecessary.
Why?
We're not going, BB.
They said we can't go get him.
Aiden, was that Aiden or Q I talked to?
That was Aiden you talked to, although you do have an interesting situation in interpretation at this point, because Aiden also put Rio in direct command of you. So while they do technically outrank her in terms of the totem pole, you are not necessarily answerable to people who are higher if you are under the direct command of somebody else. It means it's her responsibility.
Which would mean just checking in again with Rio.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Commanding officer has told me to go to the airport, though.
Did you update her on the situation with the active armor?
Well, I told her about the trouble, yeah.
Did you tell her that there were 5 units of active armor?
I don't think you knew. because you just got that from Toberius.
Yeah, because you got that right before your call.
Yeah, right, as I would have walked away, so yeah.
Yeah.
No, not exactly.
Well, she needs to be able to make this call with judgment. God. I'm going to ring Rio again. I'm sure she's appreciating this.
Considering she's had the three of us call in quick succession.
Damn it,
Are
I
you guys
wanted
on your way?
evenings and weekends planned.
Tisa has not moved herself. But that's just Tisa. Oh,
No,
wait, is that Rio actually saying that? Okay.
Just asking, are you guys on your way?
Rio, there are 5 units of active armor at the scene.
Oh, you got more information.
Yes, Toberius got in contact briefly.
Shit. All right.
And
well,
Aiden
we're
has
still
ordered us to
going.
stand down.
Has he?
Yes,
Why?
because we have a mission and we likely would not win against these odds, according to him.
It's not a matter of winning. I mean, at best, this flight's going to take us an hour and a half to get there. We're never going to arrive in time. The goal is to figure out what the hell's going on.
So, are we still going ahead then? It's your call. You're our current commander.
I wonder why he would. You know what? Yeah. Let's go anyway. Arm up. We don't know what we're going to find when we get there. We're going to move in slowly. This isn't exactly a siege. I don't think we're going to arrive enough. It's going to be up to him to get his people out.
Okay. Nice.
Drac will actually look over and go, can you ask her if she has any tank buster guns?
Do you have any armament to deal with active armor, just in case it's still there? I
I'll
don't want
see
your
what I
people dying needlessly.
Does she
I'll
have
see
any
what I can spare up from
spare
over there.
armor? For somebody about 6'5"?
And spare armor for somebody about 6'5".
Who did you find?
Tell her it's one of
A
Penny's old
complication.
boyfriends. Tell her it's one of my old boyfriends!
Boyfriend of Ganymede.
A complication that takes too much time to explain right now.
Yeah, I'll see what I can get.
Thank you. I'm going to keep an open line. Just holler if you need me.
Penny kind of frowns and goes, yeah, no one would believe it was one of my old boyfriends.
All right, go on, Penny. We're moving out again. Rio says we go.
Okay. Alright. Penny's giving this look like she's got to decide between steeds right now.
Grabbing her rifle and battle axe.
Well, BB's her preferred steed, but, you know. Yeah, she doesn't trust the new guy.
I meant the terminology.
Oh.
Reginald, you're going to experience something called running now.
Excellent. I feel I would be good at this.
Hey, Drachert, I'm going to hit your ride, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to wait for a hand.
He lowers a hand.
I'll get up.
And he puts her up onto his shoulder. Because as they're basically walking and moving, he's basically unloading the
Right.
less than
I'm
lethal from his
affixing
shotgun
on my
loading
grapple
normal rounds.
glove, and I'm gonna snap it so it's right into the shoulder of his armor. So I've got a nice little tether line. I'm good.
To the airport.
Post haste.
I would like to ride in the vehicle.
Yes, you can
You can ride
the
in the
vehicle.
vehicle.
You can sit on Drachert's lap.
It's like, I want to ride on the flatbed.
I did not wish to ride in the back.
You can ride in the car. I'm gonna ride in the back with Drachert.
I think he's calling shotgun.
I think he is. Alright, so we're loading up and we're heading out. Toby, don't
The view
die.
is better here.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be
doing that.
brilliant about this.
While they're doing that, Drac is just really calmly unloading the less than lethal rounds from his shotgun and loading in a normal clip.
Well, just
Toby,
be glad that Tisa's practicality was overridden, okay?
There is a sudden bust through the outer wall there, and they will crumble through the dust as they enter the interior location. And let me see if I can get a
Well,
map
like I
here.
said, I was trying to get these guys down into the power conduits.
Well, down is a relative term because the actual entrance to the power conduits isn't necessarily in the room you were just in. So you're going to have to like maneuver 100 people there somehow while the enemy is at the gate, inside the gate. So we'll figure out how you do that here as I get it set up.
Basically, rats in the tunnels, and the flood is coming.
I know what to do.
Is it called Die Heroically?
No. No.
Die unheroically?
Die
I prefer
cowardly.
the first option.
Pull the strings.
But there are no strings on me.
No, I have 3 certifications which may actually work for this.
All right, yes.
Let me look for an appropriate simulation.
I feel like Zev is looking for the proper place to set
And
up.
actually, as they're going, Drake is also actually. If we use a buy hotspot to grab ammo, are we able to pick it up on the way?
That's like a weapon thing. You have to get it like at location.
Yeah.
You can stop by that gun range.
I don't think we want to detour too much, do we?
Is the
I was
gun
gonna try and
range
pick up
on
charge
the
rounds.
way to the airport?
Relatively.
Drake would actually make the request to make that stop.
every minute we take.
Like, if it's on the way to the airport, then
Yeah,
we
if it's
could
on
just
the
be
way,
like,
they'll stop and get it, because
jump
we're going to
out.
need any edge we can versus 5 freaking AAs.
If it's really roundabout, not in the way,
Well, if it's a roundabout, you're hosed because nobody else knows how to use the damn things.
Yeah.
and no one likes yes, but that's beside the point.
Tisa won't object to stopping. She's fairly silent about this, so I think we'll stop. Does everyone want to stop?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I need charge rounds for my battle
Going
axe.
straight to the airport. Why don't I have
Hey,
flame
Tisa?
rounds for my battle axe?
Yes, any idea?
I know we're kind of in the middle of running someplace right now, but could you do me a favor?
Oh, what is it, dear?
Could you
Go fuck
play
yourself.
that hologram for me really quick?
Yes, of course. And she'll bring up, I'm assuming Penny's mother's
Yeah.
hologram is what she's wanting.
The one called Penny seems mentally compromised.
No, she's strong.
No,
We
he's
are
right.
not running.
No more than the rest of us.
Penny, darling, the fact that he's still functioning through all this, you're strong.
Nah.
Yeah, Drake picks up his 3 clips of Ichi rounds, loads one of them to the shotgun. and
I believe
gets
the
going.
term is you can't break what's already broken.
Oh, I think a lot of us can.
Challenge accepted.
No, Reginald. No.
I am gonna.
God.
I love Reginald so much. He's such a great addition to our team. Penny looks just so happy about him.
Are you using like? Are you using like the exact sheet I made?
Yeah,
Well,
he is.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to
For the armors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
Yep.
how well that went last time for us?
Yeah, because the charge rounds aren't going to really do shit
I
anyway.
hope they're
The
gone by the
shield
time we
cancels it.
got
You know, this is why I wanted that whip that's really good against active
the
armor.
fire line.
I've been dying to get a fire line, but we haven't been anywhere where I can buy an illegal weapon.
Ah, you should have asked Rio. She would have been able to get one.
Yeah, because
She's a
I'd
great
be
cop.
really
I
good with
mean-
a fire line with my 10 hex reach with my like thing. That would be so
So
great because it
13
adds like
hexes.
3 more hexes.
Yeah.
Just be like 13 hexes away. I hit the active armor. I hit the active armor again. Damn it.
Sorry, I'm trying to set this up.
That's
It'll
okay.
be-
Okay,
Yeah,
I've got a
sure,
plan. What we need to do is call this friend of BB's who happens to be an engineer. He's Beaver, but I'm pretty sure he can get on like 6 ships.
And they would just keep
And
dropping them
all.
into the
At
ground.
least one of them should take out one of the people per. So
Just
hopefully Toby and the rest of the
we need a beaver and two blip girls to just start dropping ships from orbit.
I will be picking up a couple of clips of charge as well
Alright,
while we're at it.
I had already made my set for purchases for today, so I'm kind of stuck on. I got a gill suit, which is not going to help me because I'm not going to the beach today. And
Sorry about the lack of the beach episode.
I got my grapple gauntlet and I got some gecko spray, which I don't think any of those things are going to help me in the upcoming mission. I'm sorry, guys. The rest of it's been spent on clothing for I poop in my pants and flush it down the toilet.
No, Tisa absolved you of one of those things.
Yeah, one of those, but I still bought one outfit. Hey, we got 100 credits for being on retainer, right?
Your bow doesn't take just normal clips, right?
No, I have to buy special clips, which I do have one more of my special clips, so I'm armed for the next one, but
Sam,
I'll be out.
If you need money for it...
Huh?
I've got a small amount that might be usable.
I'll be fine. Like I said, I got enough ammo for... Because mine does special ammo thing. I think it's like 100 credits per for me for reloads, so... My reloads are expensive.
Is your pistol able to take that? Do you have the cert to be able to use pistol ammo?
I have a pistol, yeah, and I do have a micro pistol, but I don't have any notoriety in it.
Or any special sets.
Or any really special search for my thing, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't have any special search for my
the
pistol,
ammo
so
to
yeah.
use ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest, when I get there I'm gonna rend reality. That's what I'm going to do.
That's fair.
What do I do when I show up somewhere? Oh, I don't know, twist reality, birth a child that I'm going to be really upset about when it dies and feel emotionally attached to.
Birth a child you'll be upset about and continue on with your day.
Yep.
You didn't seem that emotionally attached to the
I was sad.
Or should rub it in.
Bisas. I was sad about the Bisas. I asked
all
about
about
them
Bisas.
immediately when I come back. How are my Bisas? So, Toby, this is called What Happens When the Big Bad Scary NPC Says Don't Contact Family.
So when you really split the group.
Also, always tell somebody where you're going and take a friend.
Well, I don't think he was really expecting a sudden
Always.
ambush from a whole lot of Power
You
Rangers.
should always
really,
expect a sudden ambush from a bunch of Power Rangers.
I didn't think Seth would be a big enough jet. Sure.
You didn't think
was
that
your
Zeb,
mistake.
Zeb would flex the fact that he is, in fact, a GM, and this is what they do.
No, I figured he would have put another layer on the hunt.
No.
I've had a bunch of layers.
You had a whole bunch of layers. You've been chasing all sorts of stuff. And now, you hopefully don't die.
Now you've reached the end, but hopefully not the end.
Yeah, don't be at the end. Unfortunately, I can't get a hold of anybody, like, super powerful to help you. And even if I did, he'd probably kill you by propelling you through the building. Hey, can you get Toberius out of there?
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to get out of this without any sort of fight, so we can just keep going. But I don't think that's going to work.
No, it's fine. This is the adventure.
Need fights.
We need fights. This is part of testing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
but I
die.
don't-
First test: 1 man versus 5 ants.
Well, it is kind of an important text because if you can beat them, something's wrong.
If I manage to get out of this alive, I will be
You don't
happy.
even have your gear. This is
No.
suicide.
No, it's not. Actually, I technically do have a ton of armament at my disposal. It's just going to be trying to get a hold of it.
Also, I will remind you: rescues exist.
Yes.
What that will put you further into plot-wise is another question. But
I'm not using a rescue on you because I got
You
hurt.
don't have one.
I don't have one, and I got hurt last time. And I got hurt in a very spiritual, terrible way.
Well, you don't use it. He uses his. Tisa
Okay.
used hers last
Okay,
time, and it just
okay.
involved another person.
Okay. If you
Yeah.
use your rescue and I get hurled through space and time, I will be angry.
All right, I have reallocated us to this
Kill me
makeshift
once,
stain.
shame on me.
Are these all of Toberius' buddies?
Yeah, and I actually think what I want to do is kind of craft this map a little better here because I think we're going to end up using it more than once. So because it's already late anyway. But this is essentially the situation you're
Holy
looking at here.
shit.
Tiberius, you come out in time to see, these guys up here bust through this back wall. You've got a whole group of people right here that were waiting for orders and their screams. They seem to come through guns a-blazing. Your goal is essentially to get them into this structure over here.
Hold on, I can't see any of your pings.
Oh, I don't know
Because
I
why.
think
my
you're on the
map-
GM layer again.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Also,
No,
he's
it's not
off the
using
side.
tokens.
Here, I'm making
It's-
this into a brighter color, Zev, because it's hard to see on this map.
Tell us where to look as well when we ping, because sometimes we're just in a different location.
There.
Did
that help?
Okay, can you zoom out to see the whole map, Toby? Do you
Yeah.
see it?
I'm trying to, but it gets incredibly tiny.
30% should be fine.
That way. Westward.
Even 40 works pretty good, in honesty.
The
Westward.
red thing down here.
Well,
Yeah.
the structure you're trying to get them to is in the bottom left-hand corner.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Do you want me to make... Here,
It's literally the bottom left-hand corner of the map.
like that?
Yeah. That general vicinity.
Okay.
Oops.
And we've got group here.
So, Toby, you don't remember in the Lemmings games where they started introducing like alligators and shit in the pits that you had to make sure to stop them from running into? So,
We're gonna change the mechanics
these
so that all
guys
the
up
characters
here
are
are
lemmings.
alligators, and the alligators have guns.
But it's okay, because most of them are already dead.
No, they're
Oh my
not.
goodness.
They're not
Wishful
dead.
thinking will attain the objectives you wished.
Genius.
Okay,
It's the power of the secret.
The best thing I could tell you, Toby, as a cold, heartless person is, the young and the old, have them take all the bullets for the strong and the healthy.
Make sure the sick surround all of the healthy people.
Yes.
Oh,
When you're
Tiberius
hunting-
already knows there's going to be severe losses.
You take out the kids because the parents can always make more.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, but my goal is when this starts is I'm going to try and take over one of those active armors.
And-
Rewrite
Give it a
it
shot.
Yeah.
I have all the hacking certs for it.
You have the thing, right? So.
You have the
Yes.
touch, you have the power.
Yeah,
What you
if I
need
can
to do is climb
if-
onto one of them and then try to hack another one.
If I can override one just long enough to actually get it to fire on its friends, and just enough confusion, I might get
Well,
out
I'll
of
have to
this
look
alive.
at that because
I
like
don't
the
think
difference
you
between
can.
you might be able to override it to the point that it stops moving, but the whole fire on the friend thing, that's for overriding an artificial intelligence. These are people in suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of these things talk about robotic enemies and so on.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
basically shut
But
down
you
probably
can
the power
you can
system.
stun it. Yeah, I think there's stuff for getting it to stop doing things, or we can adjust it for that.
Wait, I can.
Don't worry, if we get there and they're still there, if we're really lucky, I can just pin one to the ground for an entire combat again.
I
You
think
can
if-
also we have that new combat dynamic where you can create things too. So if you wanted to build gun turrets using your readiness point,
But I can only get one because it's like 5 points.
one more than you've got. I might even give you some. That's why I'm saying like I was thinking about changing this map here before we start out. So.
Mhm.
So
Um,
what's all done for the week, I'm guessing.
yeah, we're gonna stop for now. You guys are hopping on the plane to get over there. You did bring dude with you, right?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
got
we're
Reginald
bringing
with
it with
us.
him. Reginald's
Okay.
coming.
Are you arming him?
Once we get to wherever Rio's buddies are, they should have
Okay.
armor for him.
We'll have stuff for him.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, great. Then that will be it for now. Everybody can have themselves a whopping 13 experience.
Was that 45 XP?
Incorrect.
Yes.
That is wrong.
Oh, do we get any credits?
Did I give you some last time? Can't remember. I think.
They give us from completing the last mission.
we
Oh,
we
yeah.
had earned. They said they put us 100.
Yeah,
100
everybody
credits.
gets. You get a little retainer of like 100 credits, so everybody
Okay.
can
Okay.
have themselves 100 credits.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had a 100 credit retainer, right? So we get that.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be going into the hole, I think, with this one, not because we're not really getting paid for doing something that Aiden and Gil don't want us to do. Cough. On the right side, my armor just got full absorption. I think.
Yay!
But the heroes would save their friend, don't you think?
I ain't a hero.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to ain't fully on the heroic scale there.
All right, I'm gonna.
I'll do
close
my
out
best to
the stream.
save somebody in the lines of my duty.
BB's a hero.